Got the back of my neck, dude. Scared the daylights out of me at a Greek restaurant. I had like my back to another table, and the guy was, because he does it and then he pulls it back. When he pulled it back, I felt the heat. It was legit.
Dang.
Should have complained.
Nah.
I'm not the cheese.
I just ordered it.
Yeah, I'll take that.
When in Rome, baby.
I'll take that. Yeah, tableside shows. I'm all about it.
You like a hibachi grill? You go to like a Japanese steakhouse, and what do you feel about that? You love that?
Where they, flip a shrimp in a hat.
Yeah.
I don't.
Heck yeah.
Really?
I don't love the food.
What? Oh my gosh.
I don't love the hibachi food.
Really?
I love the fried rice. I love the whole experience of hibachi.
It's fun.
The soup, the salad.
I like that the kids enjoy it.
Yeah.
But the food itself is not good.
I don't like sharing the table with strangers.
Same.
That's my turnoff on hibachi grill stuff, is if you don't have enough people to fill the whole table.
Right.
Yeah, that is weird.
Not a fan.
Sharing a meal with, a community table like that.
So we could ever take this show to hibachi and fill up a little table?
Oh, we can. If we do it ourselves, we could probably fill our own.
That'd be
private
fun.
hibachi.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we could fill our, like if we go to, what's that place in the valley? Oishi.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yummy.
There's also the place Ninja Steakhouse on Clarkson.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Westport has a good one upstairs.
What's that one?
Kobe?
Kobe. That's it.
thank you.
Kobe.
Yeah, that place is delicious.
We used to go to Shogun in South County, like right by
Oh, yeah.
Ronnie's.
Right across the street from Ronnie's.
Yep.
Been
That's a
there.
good
That
name.
was it. That was it.
Been there. The kids like it.
Yeah. I like tableside stuff too, man. There's a steakhouse in Vegas at the D Casino. It's called Andiamo's Steakhouse. It's a good kept secret. Yeah, they got a tomahawk. It's awesome, dude. They got a tomahawk steak there. It's expensive. But it's like for Vegas it's
prices.
cheaper. Yeah, it's like $120 for like this giant, but it's like a 64-ounce bone-in tomahawk. It's awesome. And the waiters are Italian waiters, and they come out and they make tableside Caesar salads.
Oh, yeah. Tableside Caesar. That's another one. Tableside Caesar, where they make the
Love
dressing.
it.
Right?
They make the dressing right there.
They bring angel hair pasta out and toss it at the table in front of you too.
Do they do it in a big thing? It's like a big wheel of cheese?
I've always wanted to go to a restaurant where that happens.
Yeah.
The
Where they
Alfredo.
make the pasta inside the big. The doing it in the cheese doesn't really do anything.
Oh, it does something for me.
It's just the show. The show. But usually they light that on fire too.
We're all about it.
Anyway, it's Friday, so let's do some Friday leftovers. Some stuff that I meant to talk about this week that we just didn't get time to do. I've recently become, and these are just kind of random thoughts here. I've recently become a tapper with my credit card.
I
Same.
thought you meant dancing.
Me too.
I love it.
This is a new thing for me. I feel like within the past 2.5 weeks I've been doing this.
Enjoying yourself.
I
That's
just
great.
made note that I guess.
It feels so much cooler than swiping or inserting. Just, and it's done.
I haven't done it yet.
It was a technology I admittedly feared,
Me too.
and now have totally
I've
embraced.
embraced. And that's what I was going to say.
Why did you guys fear it?
I don't know.
Just something
I fear
about
change.
Yeah, there was something to me about not inserting or swiping, not making contact. That I'm just like, well, what's next? What are they going to scan my eyeball?
Right.
I don't know what's coming off
Yeah.
this thing. And then I did it and was like, oh, I get it.
Well, it started for me with the gas pumps. So now they have the tap the card at the gas pump. Because I'm always wary of the skimmers.
Same.
Me too.
Yeah.
I still like to prepay. If I'm going in for anything, I'll prepay at the pump just because
I haven't done that in
I've
years.
read so many articles about people throwing readers on gas pumps.
Well, and I always, if I have to put my card in, I always try to wiggle the reader.
See if it's loose.
Wiggle,
it's
yeah,
loose.
I try to wiggle the place where you put the card in.
Yeah, when I was in Mexico, I had to use the ATM, and that's all I was thinking about. But I'm like, well, it's fine. And what's annoying is, shouldn't you be able to get money out with a credit card whenever you go international or something? I thought you could.
You could. They charge you an arm and a leg, I think, on fees.
Oh, okay. Because for some reason they wouldn't let us do it, so we had to use our debit. And I'm like, this is not what I wanted.
Shady.
Yeah.
Dang.
So we'll see if I have any money left. But
I've become a tapper.
Yeah.
I've been inserting all these years, and was actually the first time shocked when it worked.
Yes.
So you prefer
Welcome.
tapping
Whoa.
over inserting?
Welcome to the future.
I'm now a tapper. Do people still swipe?
When you have to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like it. I feel like when I have to swipe or insert now, I'm like, you haven't gotten up with the times. I have this judgment that happens in my brain because I love the tap so much.
Now, I know people are paying with their phones now.
Like
tapping the phone.
Yeah,
Don't
my
even get me
wife does
started.
that.
Apple Pay is the best thing on earth. Apple Pay.
I'm not there yet. I just started tapping.
I have been shopping my ass off and just Apple Pay. Oh, would you like to pay with Apple Pay? Absolutely, I would. I don't have to do anything. Yes, on my phone. I'm on a
It's
website.
free. It's not costing me a dang thing. This is great.
I've accidentally opened my Apple Pay a lot, though.
Accidentally?
I just sometimes if you click a button on the side of your phone, you're rustling around in your pockets.
Next thing you know, the
I pulled
wallet
my
comes
phone
out.
out and my wallet was out. And it was like, my Apple Pay was pulled up. And I'm like, I don't know what I bought. But I was walking through. I've been walking through the entire day with this
Live.
screen open.
Yeah, who
Bless a
knows
ton
what
of
you
people
bought?
all day.
I almost delete all my apps a lot, too, that way.
You know,
The iPhone, if you hold it down,
Yeah, it goes to that shaky
it goes to
mode.
that shaky mode, and I don't realize what's going on, and I'll open my phone, I'll pull it out of my pocket and be like, oh, I've been deleting apps in my pocket.
Whoops.
do you accidentally almost send people cash via text all the time through Apple Cash?
No, that's never happened.
No.
Because like my thumbs are big, and sometimes like I'll hit, do you want to send your mom a couple dollars? And I'm like, should I? Like I've never done that before. Like just giving people
Can you
money
test
through
it?
text.
So because
Try
your
$10.
phone
Do you
is
have an
suggesting
iPhone?
it makes you think, should I be sending? This is a sign.
Well, I just kind of want to experiment. Like I've never done that. So like
No, I've never done it.
can I try to send one of you $1
Yeah.
right now?
Send it on
Send
over.
Scott $1.
All right. Just fun morning experiment.
All
this
right,
is
that was
awesome.
one thought there. I've now become a tapper. Okay. Do we all like our neighbors?
Yes.
they're fine.
Yes and no. I have one. We have a problematic neighbor. We have a crackhead neighbor.
Yeah,
that I
we've
don't
talked.
like.
We've talked about your
neighbor.
crackhead neighbor.
I send you guys pictures of him out when he's up to crackhead business.
Does
outside.
he bother you?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't. My thing is this: like everybody's journey is different. I'm never mad at people in the throes of addiction. I've been there, but I always kept it on my side of the street, and I'm like, just keep the crackhead behavior on your side of the street. That's all I care about. Like keep it in the house.
Yeah. Keep it confined to your compound.
I let my dogs out at 1 a.m. and he was setting a mattress on fire in the alley, and I had to intervene. Now I'm involved.
Right.
Now I got to be like, hey man, don't set the mattress on fire.
And what was the reason given?
He was, it's my property, is what he said back to me. And then I was like, that is irrelevant. And also, no, it's not. You're a renter.
You're a renter.
It's not your property.
It's my property.
And he was making small little fires and was building a fire in a yellow mop bucket.
Oh, no.
And then trying to set a mattress leaning on a garage on fire. Clearly,
Crackhead decisions.
yeah, he had some, I know crack behavior when I see it. And I ain't hating and I ain't judging. I just know it when I see it.
That's dangerous, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Because
dangerous.
that will affect you.
Well, and then it's like all those houses, I'm assuming, are close together, right? So like it's not like a lot of.
He lives in
room.
a duplex, so he definitely is
Oh,
sharing a wall with someone else.
Yeah, that could be problematic.
Now, if you hate your neighbor, here's another thought I had. And this is when was the Powerball drawing? It was on Wednesday night.
Wednesday.
If you hate your neighbor and you won the lottery, hit the Powerball and maybe hit the Mega Millions tonight, what would you do to get revenge on your neighbor? Money is no option. What would you do to get revenge on your neighbor?
I'd have to go back to my old house that I used to live in because one of the neighbors on our street was just such a pain. What would I do? I would get money's no object.
Money's no
So
object.
this guy, and I won't go into it, but this guy had something on his property that was really awful. And I would hire a drone team or like a ninja team, whatever, to go in the night and steal this thing from his property, like the whole thing, where he couldn't put it back together on his property. I would have somebody, and where he would, because this was the type of the guy where if you stepped on his property, you're dead. So so what we would need is
You're dead.
airborne thing to lift this thing out of his property and take it away without his cameras seeing it. Like real freak him out behavior. Like aliens have abducted this thing. There were 2 of them. I would have both of them removed and then I'd have and I would trick him. I'd put some sort of weird, crop circle and like really mess with his head.
Yeah.
I'd prank him big time.
I like that.
What would you do? Money's no object.
Money's no object. I tear down my own home, my prior home, and I install a giant penis sundial. And I make sure that it's positioned perfectly for the sun to cast a schlong shadow on his home throughout as much of the day as possible. And it's going to be big. Real big. As big as the city will let me get away with.
As the day progresses, like the shaft is
the shaft is
making
looks like
its way.
Yes. And at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's going to pop. Stuff's going to pop out of it. It's going to look like it's peeing on his house.
I like that.
There's like a fountain.
Like a fountain that looks like his house is constantly being pissed on from above.
That is beautiful.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
right?
that's good.
That is
money's
nice.
no object. Scott, what would you do?
I would just fill the backyard up with pickleball courts and then have it where you can have little stands, stuff like that, and have big contests and have a league that you do and have big lights in the yard, kind of like a stadium, and pump some nice music out there for the fans that are coming out to see all the games and tournaments and I like that. But I think Rafe's that's a solid plan.
That
one's
because
if you could, anytime you could tear down the house and either build something horrendous looking that doesn't match the neighborhood or any of that kind of stuff, that helps frustrate the neighbors for sure.
Yeah, I would tear down my house now and just build just a monstrosity of an eyesore.
Yeah. Like
just the gaudiest thing you could ever imagine.
Tear down the house and bring in those metal containers and just stack them all crazy and not repaint them or anything. Leave the logos on it.
You mean like gaudy? Like you'd have like a bunch of naked statues in the yard?
Oh yeah. I'd build like the Parthenon.
Yeah. And then you go on YouTube and you watch Soft White Underbelly and you find the inbred redneck family from like South Carolina and you just give them the house. Like, why don't you move?
Yeah.
It's time to start over. You just bring them in.
Yeah.
And I think as a hippie, it'd be nice. You do something crazy in the backyard. The front yard, you could turn into like a nice sanctuary for the animals. So you just let all the plants grow however you want.
Yes.
And you just have a nice sanctuary.
Of course, I would be within the Homeowners Association bylaws and rules.
Sure.
Who's going to argue that?
Who's going to argue
the
that?
Animals.
Oh, I'd be greasing that HOA.
You would run.
Greasing that HOA.
I'd be greasing
right
that
on.
HOA. Everybody be paid off. I would do whatever I wanted. They'd be columns and naked statues.
Yeah. I think I would make
Everything.
my sundial penis into an Airbnb. I would make it like livable.
An Airbnb.
Be that big, an Airbnb. Yeah, thank you. So that way, like, out of town rowdy guests could stay in the the base.
Base camp.
Yeah.
Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the balls
Just to add a little insult to injury.
the balls would be like the living quarters.
Yeah, the balls are the living quarters.
Yeah, they're like those earth houses. Two big old
And
ones.
of course,
Self-warming.
going up the shaft would be a spiral staircase.
Of
Yes.
course.
Oh, with a little light on it.
That's right. There's two staircases. Get it?
You have to walk. You have to go up the staircase, and then at the top, is a light that goes.
Yeah.
Almost like a siren light.
4371 Vas Deference Lane. Yes.
That's right.
Could there be a bell at the top of the shaft?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Sanctuary.
a hatch where you open up the hatch, you can stick your head out.
You ring the bell.
That's fun.
That's good.
Yeah, think about that. If you hate your neighbor and won the lottery tonight, what would you do to get revenge on them? Speaking of neighbors, a gray-haired Karen was very upset at her neighbors for having a party. So she took her frustrations out by kicking a car in the street and then running up to the house and kicking the front door.
Makes sense.
So this is how to not handle a situation. This is the neighbor.
Just kick the car.
This party is illegal.
It is not.
It's illegal in
I'm having
Sarasota.
friends over.
That's bull.
And you're kicking my door. You're
bull.
crazy.
That's bull.
Nice. I'm going to sue you for the damages there, too.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
By the way, the party was in the middle of the day.
Oh, okay. Well,
Day
maybe
party.
she works overnight.
How not to handle a situation and how not to be neighborly. Do that.
Right.
But can you rate the list? Can you relate to this list, or maybe you a culprit? Somebody posted 5 of the most annoying habits neighbors hate.
Okay.
And maybe you are the problem. Mowing the lawn at odd hours, meaning too early or too late. It's annoying and also not the best time to do it for other reasons. You know, if you mow your lawn too early, the dew can make it hard on your mower and promote fungus. Don't want that.
Oh.
What's too early to mow?
We've talked about this before. Most experts say the best times to mow, mid-morning between 8 and 10 a.m. or late afternoon between 4 and 6. Midday is okay, too. The heat just makes it harder on your grass and on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Parties and backyard barbecues that go too late. It's best to let your neighbors know if you're throwing a party. Have a specific end time in mind and stick to it. Or at least take the party inside when that time hits.
Yeah, we were walking in Santa Monica and we ran into this lady and she was a character and very nice lady and she's an author and all this kind of stuff. But she was talking about how bad her neighbors are and how annoying they are. And you know, they were just the worst kind of people. And they're like, hey, she's like, yeah, they sent me a note saying they're going to have a party. And they invited me to come over and I just couldn't believe they would do such a thing. And I'm like, they gave you a heads up.
That's the nicest thing you can do.
That's super nice. And they invited you to come over.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I was like, well, I think you got good
That's the neighborly thing to do. Big bonfires and fire pits. That could be an annoyance to a neighbor. Yeah. Just make sure you pick a good spot. Consider the direction of the wind first. Like your neighborhood might have rules about fires too, so look into that. Poorly positioned floodlights. Make sure the motion-activated light on your garage isn't blasting straight into your neighbor's bedroom.
That's true.
That's pretty awesome.
And, of course, loud dogs. Obviously, they're going to bark. Just be considerate about it. Like, if they're annoying you by barking inside, don't send them outside to bark all day.
I'm thinking of my neighbor. So I should have known that the pandemic was about ready to happen because on New Year's Day, so January 1, 2020, this is how like our year started. Our neighbor, Christian, who we loved, he was from Finland, and he had the best accent ever. And so he was this huge, gargantuan guy. And so our backyards were right up lined.
Big Finnish fella, huh?
Big Finnish guy. And he came over here, and he loves America. He came over here to play football. Anyway, so the first day, Tim and I are enjoying breakfast, January 1, 9 a.m. or whatever time it was. Christian comes barreling out of his back door, and he's screaming at our neighbors behind us, and he's like, because their dog was just barking its ass off. He's like, enough with the barking! The barking needs to stop! Like it sounded
in a Finnish accent.
And it was like, he would get so fed up where Tim and I are just like eating our breakfast, dealing with it. But this guy could not handle it. And he would be screaming at this dog, which then was even louder. And the dog got louder. It was hilarious.
Ah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, barking dogs. I know it's a nuisance. And my dogs bark. If somebody walks by.
Mine too.
Yeah, they bark.
If somebody walks by, you know, they'll bark. I'm cognizant of it. I had a neighbor that complained. He was having work done on his house. And they were right up on the fence line. And what's my dog going to do?
Yeah.
My dog's going to bark.
Right.
And this work went on for like 3 months. Slowest, every day.
He got a good deal, though.
3 months it took to do whatever work he was doing on his house. Am I supposed to never let my dogs out?
Right. I think barking can be annoying, but I'm okay with it to a certain extent. But what makes my heart hurt is when you hear a dog like yelping a lot. Like there's barking and then you hear almost like they're in pain or something, and like the owner isn't doing anything about it, and that triggers me a lot. Like,
yeah, when they're sitting outside their door just yelping and no one's letting them in.
Then he went up to our fence line and was like messing with the dog, and he's like, "Your dog is vicious. He's foaming at the mouth."
What?
I go, "'Cause the dog hates you." Yeah. So if you could refrain from going up to the fence line and try to put your hands in.
Right.
He's already dealing with your workers here for 3 months. It's okay. We're good now. All good. It's all fine now. Hey, I want to say congratulations to there's a popular St. Louis restaurant that made a pretty big list here.
Ooh.
So Yahoo put together a report from Delish.com. Delish.com is a pretty big food website. Where to find the most legendary sandwiches in the United States.
Oh.
Dang.
Where to find the most legendary sandwiches in the U.S. And they
Congratulations, Heavy
highlighted
Smoke.
they highlighted eight different places around the country.
Just 8.
Just 8 around the country.
Wow.
Sandwich City, baby.
It's past
One of our restaurants made this list.
Can I guess?
And their particular sandwich made this list. Can you guess?
Blue City Deli. All right. Never mind.
No, there is a legendary sandwich in this area.
Oh, the St. Paul?
No, it is a specific place who has a specific sandwich.
Joyous.
Yeah, Joy.
Mom's Deli. Dang it.
Gramophone.
Ooh.
Sandwiches.
No.
Oh, the old school place in North City. Crown Candy.
Look at you.
Really?
Crown Candy.
That
Congratulations.
bacon sandwich, right?
Congratulations. That bacon sandwich is called a BLT.
A BLT.
That thing is it's there's a tomato on there and lettuce, but it's bacon.
Yeah, congratulations to Crown Candy.
That's awesome.
They made the list of legendary sandwiches in the U.S. And according to the report, the BLT, they also recognized the Reuben and turkey and bacon melt there.
Oh.
Among the top choices and considered some of St. Louis City's best sandwiches to this day. Crown Candy, founded in 1913. St. Louis's oldest running soda fountain. A trip to the eatery is hard to be complete without a handmade malt, shake, or chocolate candy.
It's delicious.
It's awesome over there.
1400 block of St. Louis Avenue in the old North St. Louis neighborhood. I guess the restaurant ownership has been passed along, from generation to generation. But yeah, congratulations, Crown Candy.
Yeah.
That's big.
And that's one of the coolest atmospheres in town as well. And that little neighborhood is really awesome.
It is really cool.
Yeah,
I've only been there once.
Same.
Isn't it like a pound of bacon? It's like a
And they cook it in like a vat. It's not in the best of neighborhoods, by the way.
Well, no. But I mean, it's not where it's at isn't terrible. That little strip there and stuff. But yeah, there's enough bacon on there. Last time we went, I finally got the bacon or the BLT, and then ate maybe half of it the next morning. No, we had a great breakfast.
Yeah,
they
cook their bacon in like a vat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
almost like an iron, like a cauldron.
Oh.
It looks like, and I believe they have like wooden paddles.
That's cool.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken about the bacon, but yeah,
go.
they pile it on top.
There's a place like that in Detroit I went to called the Food Exchange, and I saw it on Man vs. Food, and they got a sandwich called the Big Baby.
Ooh.
It had bulletproof glass. It looked like Magneto's prison in the X-Men movie. On the inside, they had like bulletproof glass and a bank deposit door. That like a drawer. Like you would put a bank deposit in, like a Diebold.
Well, that's like going to
There's a guy. It was awesome.
going to the gas station outside of Pops.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Going out, the gas station outside of Pops with the OTB attached to it late at night. Where you ain't going in, you're getting whatever you need through the bank teller drawer.
Right.
Yeah, dude. It was the Big Baby's 10 ounces of ground chuck topped with corned beef, Swiss, and American cheese, lettuce, onion, tomato, pickles, mayo, ketchup, mustard served on it. And this thing was massive. I mean, it was a coronary heart disease one-way ticket to cholesterol town. And, man, it was amazing. But it was scary.
It was scary.
I'll put it this way. I was at an improv festival with an improv team.
Like it was scary. The sandwich was scary, or the area is scary?
The area was, there was like a burned out van. Like,
oh, wow.
I mean, right. It was so bad that my improv team were like, we're dropping you off. And I was like, what do you mean? What? And they're like, we don't want to. They were scared to park. It looked like RoboCop. It looked like the Detroit from RoboCop.
You know what's crazy? I thought about that. Like, a sketchy area town. I was driving my in-laws to the airport the other day. I had to go downtown and drop a car off my wife who's staying downtown. And then from there, take my in-laws up to the airport. So you go from downtown west on 70.
Yes.
And you drive through North City.
Mm-hmm.
And if there are abandoned cars on the road, car breaks down for whatever reason, I don't know how long it takes, but all 4 wheels are gone. All 4 wheels are gone.
Like a pit crew.
Well, if mine breaks down like that, I always remove the wheels so no one steals the vehicle.
Like, I mean, all 4 wheels are gone. I saw at least 3 or 4 cars along the road. all four wheels are gone.
Tires are expensive, you know. Not saying you should steal them. I'm just saying I understand why.
Rims, everything, gone. The car's up on blocks, gone.
That's kind of what this neighborhood looked like in Detroit. But I was like, I'm going. And they were like, you're Ubering back. So I went into the big,
And was it worth it?
Oh, it was amazing. They have big baby fries, too, where they smother, like, home fries and beef brisket, corned beef and ground beef. And I got both. This bag weighed like 30 pounds. But it was like, drawer comes out, cash first.
Yeah.
You pull the drawer in, then they take a bag. The guy's back there working the smokers. It's all fresh. You can see it's like family owned. They're all back there kicking it. But it was like thick bulletproof glass.
So you had to get the food and then get in an Uber and drive somewhere else to eat?
Yeah.
That's pretty fun. Yeah, we were in Detroit, and there's a few neighborhoods that are a little rough in Detroit, and we had a bus breakdown in one of those sweet areas, and it was amazing to what's going on? Oh, it was incredible. Like the bus stopped, and then all of a sudden you see all these people come out of those abandoned buildings. They kind of look like zombies. Like everyone's like, huh? Staring and walking. You're like, it's pretty fun.
Some of the other restaurants recognized. Two that I know of in New York, Katz's Deli was recognized as one of the most iconic sandwich places in America. Of course, their pastrami on rye. Here's how much of a psycho I am. I could order that here, and they will deliver it. I've done it multiple times.
Really?
Yeah. How? They just box it up and send it to you?
Yeah. I mean, you go onto their website.
Wow.
And they send you the bread. They send you the pastrami, like freezer packed.
Dang.
And it comes in a cooler.
How much is it?
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Doesn't matter.
We should try that with all these sandwiches
Doesn't matter.
on this list.
So it comes over in a cooler. They tell you how to reheat everything up.
About $200
I mean, listen,
for a sandwich?
it's not the same. No, not for one sandwich. I'll get enough for everybody.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
I'll get enough for the family. They tell you to reheat it. They tell you to, put it together. It's not the same, but it's acceptable.
Okay.
Now, I don't live there, and that's one of the only places that, that's a tourist trap, but it's worth it.
It is.
Okay.
It is both of those things.
Yeah.
It's where they did the iconic, fake orgasm scene in When Harry Met Sally. Like they're at Katz's Deli. In fact, that table, there's a sign over the table.
There is.
That says, but it definitely is a tourist trap. But it's one of those, it's worth it to wait in line for an hour and a half.
And you only have one location?
Yes.
That's so cool.
And it's been around since 1888. It is literally
awesome.
It is literally the oldest deli in New York. 1888 Katz's Deli
It's probably
in New York.
the oldest in the U.S.
Do it. And in Philly, Gino Steaks made that list. But I don't know if you ask anybody who lives in Philly where the best cheesesteak is. I don't know if they would say Gino's or Pat's or
Any of those are.
Was it Tony Luca's? Was the other big one?
What's the one? Is it Pat's and Tony's that are across the street?
They'll send you. They'll send you to another, like a side street somewhere,
Right.
Yeah.
to find a good one.
Yeah.
But hey, Crown Candy, that's excellent.
What were the other ones? I'm kind of.
Now I'm getting.
There
hungry.
was a couple I didn't recognize.
Well, I was just saying them out loud so I can.
Have you ever
write
heard
them
of? I see on this list. There's the Big Wally's in New Jersey.
Yeah, I've never been there.
That thing looks remarkable.
down. Remarkable.
Yeah, there was one in New Orleans where you get a po' boy. I don't know. I just pulled the ones I knew.
All right.
So congratulations, Crown Candy. Your BLT made the list. Best sandwiches.
Favorite sandwiches.
Best sandwiches in America. That's big news. Oh, you want to hear about the latest exciting TikTok trend?
Sure.
Remember the Tide Pod Challenge?
Uh-huh.
Well, now there is a new laundry-themed dietary trend which could literally kill you. And people are posting videos claiming they are consuming borax.
What are we doing?
Which is used as a laundry additive, a pesticide, a household cleanser, an herbicide, and to unclog drains. I'm going to take it with a grain.
Take it with a grain of borax.
I'm going to take it with a grain. Are people really doing this?
Right.
I think they are because a lot of people. It's kind of one of those hippy dippity kind of solutions to heal all and all this kind of stuff.
It's unclear why people are doing this, but apparently there are some quote-unquote alternative medicine claims about the benefits of the element boron, which can be found in certain foods. There are claims it could fight conditions like arthritis or osteoporosis, but the science, it's still out on that. Borax does contain boron.
And these people are morons.
But the product itself is a poisonous compound. If accidentally or intentionally swallowed, it causes nausea, vomiting, stomach irritation. Skin rashes can also occur. Regularly consuming small doses can lead to anemia, tremors, seizures, male reproductive issues, kidney problems. Larger doses, lethal.
Wow.
If you are to consume any amount of borax, you are supposed to call poison control immediately.
Sounds like good
This
stuff.
is not something that you want to mess around with, even if you're an idiot.
Borax.
But a guy on
My
TikTok-
life.
So there is a PhD on it's I don't know if it's Instagram or TikTok. It goes by the Chem Thug.
Right on.
Which, with that name, of course, I trust him. He's a PhD candidate in synthetic organic chemistry. Here he is talking about the dangers of consuming borax.
I actually did research. I went into the primary literature and I read papers that both talked about some potential benefits, but also way more literature talking about how boron and specifically borate compounds like sodium tetraborate, aka borax, is actually really not good for you. You are actively poisoning yourselves. If a product isn't made for people to consume it, don't consume it.
Okay. And the top comment on the video is, just let him drink it. #Darwin. Which seems mean, but is it?
No, this is survival of the fittest in 2023. I mean, people are doing dumb things, and this is just kind of how evolution goes. So
Listen, my thought is the Tide Pod Challenge was one thing because it was kids who probably didn't realize just how dangerous it was and maybe thought that stupidity is funny. So you had to spread awareness about that. These people seem to be adults, dumb adults. And if they're out there drinking pesticides, they're probably beyond help at this point. So, hey, you're on your own.
Hey, if it kills bugs, I'm going to eat that thing. That sounds safe.
You're on your own. And speaking of doctors, one final thing before we get to the Craigslist Freak of the Week, and we got to crown the winner. Our final winner as far as new ads go for the year. Next week we begin the Freak of the Year playoffs, but headline, doctor blasted for Googling video tutorial before procedure.
I saw this headline and I'm like, I don't even want to know. Like, what was the procedure?
Well, my thoughts on this, and I'll give them at the end. So a Colorado guy is going viral after filming his doctor watching a video tutorial on how to bandage a foot properly. So the 27-year-old guy's name is Josh, was in the hospital after suffering a bad sprain and a small fracture in his lower leg he was skateboarding and needed to have the area bandaged to prevent further damage. So he writes, POV, my doctor watching a video on how to wrap an ankle before she wraps my ankle. Now, his short little clip went viral, 1.4 million views, sparking public panic about whether some doctors are qualified for practice. Now, Josh has spoken out about the surreal experience, saying he wasn't worried about the unidentified doc's abilities. He said, I just started laughing. It didn't bother me or make me nervous. We all need a refresher on how to do things in our jobs. So I saw this as normal. If anything, it actually took my mind off the pain and injury in a good way. So what do you think? If you caught your doctor Googling what to do to treat you, would you be upset?
I don't want to see that. Like, if they have to go behind the curtain and do that, fine. But I think it's bad bedside manner to be.
Oh, no. I want to see it.
Oh, I don't. I want them to me, I think doctors know what they're doing. I trust doctors. I'm like, just do it.
I want to see him do it because I want to know that he or she is up on everything.
I just assume
doctors aren't expected to know every single thing.
Yeah, they practice all the time.
They have books.
But I don't want to watch them learn how to do it before they do it. I want a little bit of mystery. I want a little bit of magic. I want to, in my head, my doctors are like, they know how to do everything. I just naively believe that. because that's how I feel. They make me feel good when I come see them. Like I feel like, oh, they're going to take care of me no matter what is going on.
I mean, it is a interesting job where everybody's practicing.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, you're practicing medicine?
Yeah. It's always comforting.
But technically, this is practice.
One of the comments was, I'm in medicine, and trust me, you want them looking up the refresher.
Okay.
Like, you want this.
Yeah, that's what I want.
We're
I want my
humans-
doctor to walk in and hold up their stethoscope and ask me what it is. You know what this thing does? And I can be like, I think you're supposed to listen to my heart. And they're like, makes
that's
sense.
it.
Makes
That's
sense.
So he gets out a knife and sticks it in your chest.
That's it. Okay. No, would that bother you?
Would probably depend on what it was. You know what I mean? Like, what are the stakes? If it's like how to splint, maybe not that much. But if it was like how to tell if your patient is in cardiac arrest and they're Googling it, I'd probably I'd worry.
So you don't think before a big surgery, doctors are looking stuff up?
No, I hope they are. I'm just saying I don't want to watch them devour
You don't want to
video.
see how the sausage is made.
That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
I definitely don't want to see them on YouTube.
Right.
Did they say this person was looking on YouTube?
Yeah, he was looking on. Listen, I don't know what side it was. May have been YouTube. What does it matter?
I've never been to the doctor where they're going, I don't know about that.
Usually you don't see it. In this particular case, if you watch the video, it's from the patient's point of view sitting on the table, kind of looking over into a cubicle, and he can happen to see the doctor's screen. Another person, we're humans. We're not robots.
Yeah, I know.
We're not robots.
They're really smart humans.
Okay, maybe I guess seeing it is a little unsettling. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to go to court and have your lawyer bring wheelbarrow in all their law books.
Right.
While the judge is talking and be like thumbing through them.
Hang on, Your Honor.
Hold on a second.
No confidence.
I'm only on page 87. Hold on.
But they are looking at law books prior to trial.
That's her point. Just do it in your office.
Do it in your office.
Do it in your office. Okay.
Don't do it on my time.
Out of sight. Don't let the patient see it. You could make the patient nervous. Okay, you're right.
All right.
All right, you convinced me.
Thanks.
When I see my doctor next time looking stuff up, I'm going to start screaming and yelling. It's a good idea. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the Craigslist Freak of the Week. This is the final week of new ads. Final week of new ads, and next week we begin the Freak of the Year playoffs.
Yes.
And we're going to whittle them down to just one Freak of the Year. And it's been a hell of a year. Now, I know, we used to start the playoffs later, towards the end of the year, but we haven't done any play-in rounds.
Yeah.
We haven't done any kind of quarterly playoffs this year. We just got all new ads from the beginning of January to now.
Kind of like this.
So here's how it all shook out based on your Twitter votes. In third place with 11.4% of your vote, it was nominee number 3, Beetle Bailey. Now, this is the guy with the old Volkswagen Beetle.
Right.
1946 Volkswagen Type 11 Beetle. So he's got a fully restored Volkswagen Beetle. He's looking to pick you up, throw you in the trunk of his car,
Yes.
drive you out to the countryside, have sex with you, throw you back in the car, drive you home, and then give you money for your next meal.
Which is really nice of that person.
Contact if interested. All right, that's Beetle Bailey in third place. Okay. Your runner-up with 15.4% of your vote, it was nominee number 2, Peter Pancake. Now, this is the guy that was into shibari, which is the Japanese art of tying
Bondage.
somebody up.
Right.
So he's asking for a playmate. His last playmate passed away. He's going to meet you at the Four Seasons. He's going to be on the 8th floor, stripped down. He's going to tie you up. He's going to be doing this shibari thing to you. And then the next morning, after your tushy is pink from him smacking the crap out of you,
That's right.
he's going to take you out for pancakes.
That's
Again, another
nice.
thoughtful
Which is
person.
very nice. And, ladies and gentlemen, your official Craigslist Freak of the Week. And it was an ass whooping with 73.1% of your vote. It was nominee number 1, Sponge Bath SquarePants.
Nurse needed, man for man, 54 years old, Vancouver, seeking a playmate to be my naughty night nurse. I need a nurse to come and take care of me during the evening and every once in a while overnight. You'll cook for me, give me sponge baths, change me, administer my medication, and take care of all my sexual needs. I am super horny all the time. Am I sick? Not in the literal sense. I'll play patient. 1 week I'll have cancer. The next week I'll have shingles. The week after I'll have malaria. Down the road I'll pretend that I'll have eczema. Can't wait till I have a bowel obstruction. That's going to be an interesting night. The possibilities for fun are endless. I will host. I will have a for real hospital bed and an IV drip pole. I also have access to a ventilator and a heart monitor. I'm a young-looking 54, hairy as a brown bear, and super stacked. Please be under 30 and hairless.
All right. Well, there you go. Congratulations. All right. So apparently a VW expert is weighing in. So it's I guess not a Type 11.
Oh, my
Volkswagen.
Bad. Yeah.
No, it's my bad. On the Beetle one, it's a Type 2.
Gotcha.
Volkswagen Beetle.
My
mistake.
Type 2 guy, a Beetle.
Thank you.
I was
Beetle.
going to say, what year was that
1946. I don't know.
Beetle? Yeah.
People name things, wacky things.
We don't know.
I don't know.
We're not from we don't live there.
I don't live there.
We don't live in
have
foreign
one.
land.
But congratulations to Sponge Bath SquarePants, your official Craigslist Freak Week. Moving on to the Freak of the Year playoffs, which will begin next Thursday. Just to go over some of the names that Sponge Bath will be competing against.
Oh, please.
You want to
Give a couple.
know who's in the tournament?
Yes.
Yeah.
You've got DeMonica Lewinsky. You've got Licky Glazer, Stoop Dog, Lady Kaka, Little Bobby, Papa in the John.
Oh, no.
Peaky Grinders, Ben Stiller, Super Smash Brothers. You've got Susan Boyle. You've got Jerry Can Smell. Cream Elizabeth.
Oh, God.
Wow.
John Wilkes Tooth. Ann Coulter. Morgan Wallen.
I remember that one.
Padre the Giant. New Sound Glory. Rizzuto. Todd Lur.
Yes.
There is Wyatt Slurp. There is Kinkerbell. There's Scatatui.
Oh, my gosh.
There's Jason Jisringhausen. Hooter McGavin. John Bon Jovi. Preg Barubi. And Sponge Bath SquarePants.
Wow.
That's
Who
a
is gonna
great
win?
lineup.
Who is going to take home the Craigslist Freak of the Year crown?
You know, I think the ones that stand out to you in your mind are probably the freakiest to you. So, there's a couple in there that I remember exactly what their nastiness was.
Well, I also think to round out the playoffs here, because we need 36. I think we got to have two that we think, and we'll put the committee together.
Okay.
That we think should have won,
The nasty.
or maybe they were in a week with just another great ad,
Right.
that deserve a second chance to get into the tournament.
Okay. That sounds good.
So we'll assemble the committee, we'll go over all the ads from the year, and then we'll pick two that we think should have gone on into the playoffs. But the playoffs begin next week. We're going to put the bunting up and everything.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful. Beautiful indeed. All right, let's do this. And it's brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Cape Girardeau, Tammy Alvin is our Team Rizz friend today. Tammy starts all of her weekday mornings with the Rizz Show and makes her day so much better when she listens to the crew. Tammy is a longtime supporter of the show, attends all of the events that we host. Loves the way everyone on the show interacts with one another, and so excited to see what the Rizz Show brings next. Well, thank you, Tammy. Tammy Alvin from Cape Girardeau is our Team Rizz member of the day. Get to super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow1057thepoint.com. Send us your instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app. I believe Rafe will be monitoring the instant feedback because I still don't have access to it.
What is going on with that?
I don't know. I have no idea, Lern.
Somebody's trying to sabotage
You're
this
asking
show.
silly questions. Cameras are working good? We're up and
Yeah,
going?
I think
All
so.
right. Great. All right, Friday Fail Stories coming up. Rafe's E-memorium.
Yeah.
We'll give away some prizes. We'll play Rizz Show Password, which I think we took out for a spin last week, was it? Or the week before? Tried it out. It was good. We had fun. We'll play it again.
Yeah.
Also, the return of comedian Chris Kattan.
I cannot wait. So excited.
You a fan?
I am. I loved SNL seasons with Chris Kattan, like Goth Talk, and remember the holiday jingle where he's
Oh, yeah, during the opening scene?
Yeah.
In the opening...
I wish it was Christmas
legendary.
today.
yeah. I just love how he's
I don't care what your mama says.
yeah.
Oh, that was with, like, Horatio Sands. Was that Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was on SNL for 7 seasons, I think.
Dang.
Oh, that's a long time.
He had some iconic characters. Mango,
Yeah.
Mr. Peepers.
Night of the Roxbury.
Oh.
I believe he'll be in around 9, and he is engaged to a woman from Springfield, Illinois, and he's moved there.
Really?
He is now living in Springfield, Illinois.
That's cool.
Whoa, that's sweet.
Whoa, that's close to here, guys.
Yeah.
We
Crazy,
could actually
drive
become
there.
friends with
His,
Chris
his
Kattan.
museum will be next to Lincoln's.
Yeah, he's marrying. I mean, you want to talk about outkicking your coverage? His fiance is gorgeous.
Really?
Gorgeous. Yeah, that's a nice-looking woman. I'm not saying Chris Kattan's an ugly guy. And she's very successful in her own right. She's
she
like a
is
news
cute.
anchor.
Nice.
Hot ass
Good for
blonde.
him, right?
Way to go.
God, I'm going to give him a high five.
She on the right? Or?
He looks good too, though. I mean, there's People magazine. They just covered the engagement, and he looks beautiful himself. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, they got engaged at a Wilco show. Like, the band stopped the concert.
As Illinois as you can get.
The band stopped the concert, and they played a song for them, and he got engaged at the show. Yeah, it's a nice story.
His wife looks like Barbie.
Hot, right? Good on him.
They got a labradoodle. Looks like good stuff.
So Chris Kattan here around 9 o'clock.
Nice work, man.
So Lern is in full Barbie mode today.
Yes.
Got a pink dress on. If you were going full Barbieheimer this weekend, that means you watch Barbie. So you do Oppenheimer first, and then you do Barbie?
I think it's whatever you can get. But I think how I would do it, if I could do double feature tonight, I would go Oppenheimer and get that chaos out of the way. And then I would have a nice little nightcap of dessert with Barbie.
I think that's recommended. Because people are saying they're leaving depressed.
Yeah.
After Oppenheimer.
As they should.
Like, it's a heavy subject.
Even the funny parts?
It's a long-ass movie.
Yeah.
And you kind of want to cleanse the palate with Barbie, which is very saccharine.
Dude, I read an article last night, and I don't know the merits of it, that Christopher Nolan has brother Jonathan Nolan, both filmmakers, but there's a third brother who was a hitman.
Oh.
A
And legitimate hitman. He's on the run currently, on whereabouts unknown, for a hit in Costa Rica. And that his code name was Oppenheimer.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That was, and he went by that. That was like his. It didn't have anything to do. It had to do with like the JUL family. It's like, I think his name's Matthew Nolan. And I went on a deep dive, and it's true. The guy's like, he did 14 months. He tried to escape from custody. He got 14 months for attempting to escape. They didn't have enough evidence to convict, and he's currently whereabouts unknown. Isn't that crazy?
Hitman. Wow.
Oppenheimer.
Well, I tell you what, Oppenheimer is getting 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. Barbie's getting 89%. These are very, very good reviews. So if you're going full Barbieheimer this weekend, somebody gave some tips to get you through it would be 5 hours, a 5-hour binge watch. They say stay hydrated. Guys, got to stay hydrated. A good strategy is to have multiple beverages with you, like a water, a soda, Gatorade, maybe something with caffeine. I don't know. Mix in some healthy snacks.
Yeah, sneak them in. Let's go.
So if you go straight for the popcorn and sugary candy, you are going to crash fast.
Yep.
So mix in some protein, beef jerky, maybe even get a hot dog. Maybe even get a hot dog. I don't know.
You got to do some stretching too, because you're going to be losing your feet are going to go dead.
Get up and walk around is what they say. Obviously, it's not really possible during the movie,
Get
but
up and walk around.
definitely in between. Walk around, do some light stretches.
I also like the hydration where it's, stay hydrated, drink soda or coffee
Yeah.
as well. I'm like,
Also,
neither one of those will help you
They will
whatsoever.
dehydrate you more. Yes.
You're also sitting on your ass in a meat locker for 5 hours. It's not like you're running the Boston Marathon here.
I think the whole coffee dehydrates you thing, okay, it may be a diuretic, but it's still water.
Yeah, but
coffee is made with water.
But you have diarrhea afterwards.
You are still
Yeah.
You are still hydrating yourself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I don't. It's water, yes, but it's like bad water.
Is it?
It is.
Well,
it's everything
got
has-
antioxidants.
It's pumping your blood faster.
Is it, Barbie?
That water's gone because the blood is just,
You're still hydrating yourself.
I don't want to argue about this with you right now. Fine.
Hey, get comfortable.
Wow.
My blood is 40% Folgers crystals.
He's right. The diuretic effect does not offset hydration.
Yeah, of course I'm right.
That's why I don't want to keep arguing. I
Of
knew I
course
was
I'm
wrong.
right because I read about this.
I don't.
What? Why are you side-eyeing me?
No, it's just. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a part of Big Coffee. What?
Part of Big Coffee.
And they say
I
get
know
comfortable.
Folgers tattoo.
Listen, you're going to be hanging out there for a while, so pick a theater with seats that allow you to shift your position, keep you comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
The reclining seats are good.
You know what I like
Bring a
about this
pillow.
Barbieheimer thing is for for instance, all of us in here, everybody's stereotype, Oppenheimer's a man movie, Barbie's a female movie. That's not true. But this is the moment where both males and females everybody can win if they want. So, yes, I will go see the Oppenheimer movie with you and cry and be upset. But yes, you will come look at Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling in Barbietown with me. And it's like everybody's getting their way this weekend. And I like that.
Because Barbie's pretty much a spoof, right? Like it's a good
It's
old-fashioned
tongue-in-cheek.
comedy, right?
It's
Oh, yeah.
tongue-in-cheek.
yeah. I think it's going to be good.
As you run in between theaters, they have cups of liquid butter, like a marathon for you
Yes.
to
Right.
run by, wipe your brow.
Got to get to Barbie. Got to get to Barbie.
I'm happy for the theaters, though. I
Yeah,
mean, they
this
were
is
really
awesome.
struggling, and I have something coming up in Crap on Celebrities where this might be the new norm with movie releases, and I love this for that
like
industry.
two giants the same weekend?
Yeah, two giants the same weekend. People are
I
going to.
saw the two opposite movies that they put together. I'm not gonna spoil the name,
Yeah.
but it's perfect.
It's perfect.
This
It
is
won't be as
cool.
cool as this one, I don't think.
Nobody's doing this. The one you're gonna say.
You don't think? All
No,
right, well,
absolutely not.
We'll see.
I'm kind of curious if just seeing how certain movies performed this summer, Indiana Jones, Flash, some of the blockbusters, what will happen this weekend? Will they hit their projections or will it fall short? And is that the new norm?
Well, I know
the new
they're
norm
saying-
is people aren't going to go to the movies and pay to see movies in the theater
Well, they're saying
like
the
they
Flash,
used to.
Flash, giant flop.
Bomb. Yeah, they canceled the Michael Keaton, which bums me out. There's a Batman Beyond that was planned with Michael Keaton at the helm if the movie did well. And I
Bombed.
feel like he suffered from Ezra Miller's behavior.
Can I say this though about Barbenheimer and why it is? Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie both bought Oppenheimer tickets a few weeks ago, and they're like, "We're going to be seeing Oppenheimer." They were being supportive of this other huge movie that was coming out, and I really do credit those
Yeah,
two.
you could do that when you know your movie's going to win over the weekend.
Because it's
But
a
is it
different
though?
studio, right?
Yes, it's going to be Barbie. Odds are, and there are Vegas odds on this, that Barbie will.
Well, it's more of a family movie than Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
so you get the
That's-
kids.
Yeah,
and the whole
because
big groups
they
of
always say the
people.
R-rated makes it
difficult.
I get it. It's nice.
But I love that because you don't see that. That's the first time I had ever seen a director and the star of another movie support another huge release.
Because
same
Barbie's
way.
like
I don't know.
Universal, I think. Oppenheimer's Warner Brothers, or vice versa. So it's totally different houses.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So
think it's cool.
Flash flop.
Indiana Jones was
Jones
a flop for all.
Indiana Jones flop. They're saying that that Sound of Freedom movie, which was made for
Crushed.
like $15 million, is going to pass Flash as far as box office goes this weekend.
Yeah, but
amazing.
that's been I got a weird email about that too. But just regardless of the content of the movie, I don't care what it's about. They were astroturfing it, which is weird. They found out that they did a GoFundMe and raised $2 million on a GoFundMe to buy tickets so people could see this movie that America needs to see. But the theaters are empty. No one's actually seeing it. The tickets are going unclaimed.
I don't know if it's empty because as a churchgoer, I know this is a huge deal for the Christian community. I know
Yeah.
basically
I
every
know
friend
my
I have
in-laws
has
saw
gone
it.
to
They
see
said the
it.
theater was packed.
Yeah, everyone's gone to see it that I've talked to. They love
I mean, I've seen photos of like theaters that were sold out where they're like a theater selling out at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday.
Weird.
And then the people go and they're like, says the theater sold out, all the seats are empty. Maybe not.
I don't know.
I mean, also
but there definitely was a $2 million GoFundMe.
All the news stories this
up.
week, all the news
Which isn't
stories that I
bad.
read today it's about to pass the Flash as far as box
I can
office
see that.
goes.
I can see that.
Indiana Jones are saying, well, it's going to be lucky if it makes back its money. Mission Impossible 2, they said it's going to be lucky if that makes back.
Really? I thought that was going to crush. I thought that'd be the big film this year.
Didn't crush over the weekend, huh?
No.
No.
I mean, it did well. It was number one.
I just
which was
think
expected, but
Wow, I thought that was going to take off. Like
I wonder if old projections of like what blockbuster movies, like whatever they're basing the budgets on to budget these out of like what it, I wonder if that's changed. If post-pandemic and with all the streamers and with all the people being able to, and stuff, going on, the streamers a couple weeks after it comes out, people have been able to buy, because a lot of movies have been like 2 weeks after they're out, you can get them. You can either pay for it or it goes on Disney Plus or whatever. I just wonder if people are like waiting it out now. If they're just like, I'm only going to go see certain movies in the theater.
yeah, well, I'm that way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm definitely seeing Oppenheimer out in the theater, and maybe I'll wait for Barbara to come on to a streaming platform. I don't know.
That's the way to do that. I mean, in my opinion, I think Oppenheimer is going to be a bigger. You want to see it on a bigger
the
screen.
sound, the feel.
I want to see the superhero movies on the big screen.
Right.
I went to go see Top Gun 2. I made sure I saw it on the big screen because I knew that was going to be a movie that was going to be massive with the sound and the
I still plan on seeing Indiana Jones.
airplanes and stuff like that.
I still want to see it.
But you'll probably wait.
No, I think
you wanna
I
go
want to
see
see
it
it in
in-
theater. I think it'll be way better in theater than streaming. It'll be good if you're not really paying attention. You're in the kitchen doing stuff. You just hear it in the background, some cool noises and stuff.
No, if you got a nice TV, some of these movies will do all right. Nice TV, nice sound system.
Yep, 25-inch, black and white.
Nice. All right, today's July 21st. Back in the day, 162 years ago in 1861, Confederate troops defeated the Yankees at the Battle of Bull Run Creek. This was the first major battle of the Civil War. More than 50,000 men fought for 10 hours while many of the pompous rich folk, dressed in their finest, came to picnic and watch the battle.
That is so weird.
It's so
Can you imagine?
wild. Well, they didn't understand, right? Isn't
That
the
was
whole
their
thing?
Oppenheimer. That was their movie.
It was the first
Yeah.
major battle of the Civil War. 51 years ago, 1972, George Carlin arrested, charged with disorderly conduct and profanity at Summerfest in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for, quote, using indecent language in front of wheelchair-bound children.
Oh, wow.
Oh, good
That
night. You don't want to
Carlin
do that.
documentary on HBO Max is so good.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Not seen it.
That's the
Which
two-parter,
one is it?
right?
What's that?
I think it's called Carlin.
I think so, yeah.
I gotta see
Came
it.
out
I think
last
it's a
year.
two-parter.
Yeah.
36 years ago, 1987, one of my favorite records of all time. One of the greatest records of all time came out. Guns N' Roses put out Appetite for Destruction. 36 years ago today, 1987.
Dang.
34 years ago today, 1989, The Lie is exposed while performing in Connecticut. Milli Vanilli's Girl You Know It's True track skips. And you could Google this, you could look this up on YouTube. They're on stage. The track is skipping. It kept going, girl, you know it's, girl, you know it's, girl, you know it's. And they're dancing.
Remixing.
And
They're
they're
dancing, and
mortified.
they danced right off stage.
And so their career.
So Robin Fab, run off stage, lip-syncing allegations flourish, and you know the rest. 27 years ago, 1996, The Daily Show premieres on Comedy Central. Who's the host?
Oh, is this
Who is the original
Stewart?
Daily Show host?
What is his name?
Craig Kilborn.
Craig Kilborn,
Yeah.
that's right.
I was going to say Craig Ferguson. That's not.
And 16 years ago today, in 2007, the final Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, was released. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best. Flush the rest. BrightHouseCo.com 636-600-0188.
Dan writes in, speaking of movies, Rizz, did you see Beau is Afraid yet? I have not seen it.
Want to, though.
Your buddy saw that, right? Is he the one that went, what the hell did I just see?
He said he didn't know if he watched the movie or the movie watched him.
Such a great review.
I hear it's like a 2-hour fever dream.
Whoa.
Oh, I did watch, okay. I did finish finally Barry.
You finished?
Finished it.
What'd you think? Without any spoilers. Good? Good.
Did you see the end?
Yeah.
I was satisfied with it.
Okay.
I was satisfied with the end. I also, You were not?
No, that's nothing.
Oh.
It was a little Easter egg for people that saw it.
There was an Easter egg to it?
I thought it was good. I thought it was I thought it got progressively darker as it went on.
Oh, yeah.
And the last season was wild. Like the time jump in the last season was kind of wild. And, yeah.
That whole last season was, quite dark. That last episode was heavy. There was an Easter egg at the end?
No. I was saying a line from Barry.
Oh. I went over my head.
Yeah, sorry.
I also finally finished the Wham documentary that's on...
Started it.
That's on Netflix. And nobody knew George Michael was gay after...
Wait, what?
After those first couple years
excellent.
in Wham?
No, what?
He was closeted until when? Huh?
He was so sexy.
With the short shorts
George
and
Michael. I started the Wham documentary, and I had the same thought of how devastated women had to be when they found out that because he's so gorgeous and his style was so just on point, and he had the moves, he had such a confidence about him.
Perfect shave.
I love George Michael, and so yeah.
I thought the other guy was more handsome.
What? How dare you?
Anyway, back to you.
Hey, Avenged Sevenfold guitarist Sinister Gates was injured. He injured his leg at their show Wednesday night in Massachusetts. The band was playing the stage when Gates suddenly walked off. And so M Shadows, they took a pause, came back, told the crowd that Gates had hurt his leg and he would not be playing the rest of the show on stage, but rather backstage. And they played 6 more songs, had to drop the last 3 because the curfew of the venue. But I guess what happened to Sinister Gates was he had a severe contusion on his calf. He's now on crutches, can't walk at the moment. And they said it's from dehydration.
So that means probably a guitar tech took over.
That's what I thought, too. There's no way he was playing backstage. A guitar tech
took over and played the rest of the show and sang it's Sinister Gates.
Right.
Do you remember a couple years, more than a couple years ago, so Korn... Head from Korn, one of the original guitarists, left the band.
Yeah.
Okay. And they hired a new guitarist, and he could only play off stage. They would not allow the guy on stage.
I don't remember that, but
we hired this new guitarist. His name was Rob Patterson, and he was from another fairly big band. And they're like, "Congratulations, Rob, you joined Korn, but you're not allowed on stage. You could play guitar off to the side."
Maybe his energy was just really lame.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of guitars, the guitar that Ryan Gosling is using as Ken in the new Barbie movie is a Jerry Cantrell Gibson Fire Devil Songwriter acoustic. So how cool is that? There's apparently lots of little rock and roll and metal tidbits all throughout Barbie movie, which I'm really excited.
It's a Jerry Cantrell model guitar?
Yes.
Okay. Or Jerry Cantrell's guitar.
Yes. Billboard reports that the just-finished North American leg of Blink-182's reunion tour was the trio's biggest moneymaker ever, grossing $85.3 million. So congratulations to them. Deftones are putting out a new beer called Lucky You with Belching Beaver Brewery. This is the 11th beer that the Deftones will have released under that brewer. And, of course, that is from their 2003 self-titled album. It's a Japanese-style rice lager that features a delectable crispness and ends on a clean malt finish.
You guys know this Tiny Desk series?
Yeah.
These Tiny Desk concerts?
NPR.
Guar just did one.
Guar did one? Yeah, Guar did one.
Juvenile.
And if you could somebody put these on the on our social medias. Guar did one, and I just watched this morning Cypress Hill.
Oh my God, that was great.
How could they do the?
Oh, dude,
Tiny.
They're good.
It's amazing. They have a live horn section. Be Real and Sendog are sitting on stools.
That's sweet.
Bobo is playing the drums there. They got a
Skeeter's
DJ.
got the spoon.
I love that NPR Tiny Desk are starting to kind of widen their artists that they have, because normally it's been pretty tame. And so
it's
like super
NPR?
indie and
yeah, it's NPR.
Oh,
you okay?
I've seen some pretty rad ones.
oh, that's
What? They've been doing it for years.
that's a bummer.
Dude, there's I'll tell you, St. Paul and the Broken Bones did NPR Tiny Desk, and man, they rip. They brought a giant horn section in.
Yeah, it's in like a library.
The guy that sings does not look like that voice should be coming out of him. He's like the nerdiest looking white dude in the most soulful voice, and he's just standing on the desk in gold shoes, and it's good, man.
It's kind of like Blothar, that voice.
Cypress Hill, they do How I Could Just Kill a Man, Insane in the Brain. Rock Superstar. They do Hand on the Pump. I mean, dude, it's awesome.
It is
If you're a
awesome.
Cypress Hill fan, it's like Cypress Hill stripped down with a horn section, tiny desk.
Before Guar's release, Juvenile did one, and it was pretty cool, too. So, I mean, you should just go down the rabbit hole, see if your favorite
Juvenile's
band's done
good.
it.
T-Pain is good. That was kind of when T-Pain was, people found out that he actually can sing.
Well, that
And
was
it
a Masked
wasn't all
Singer
auto-tune.
when he won the Masked Singer.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, T-Pain could actually sing.
Sometimes, just to say this, Tiny Desk will allow local bands to submit where you can make your own Tiny Desk and submit. And we did it as a band a couple years ago just to see if we could get out. We did not win, obviously.
Oh, really?
But maybe next year.
Yeah.
There's a viral video out of Lana Del Rey in uniform, complete with a name tag, working behind the counter at a Waffle House in Alabama. This is really cool. Fans on social media are saying that she was gifted the uniform and name tag by employees at the restaurant. And then Lana decided she was going to try her hand at serving customers at Waffle House. And so she did it. And so there happened to be a fan of hers there eating waffles, and he lost his damn mind.
Heck yeah,
He was
that'd be
so
awesome.
excited. He was like, "What are you doing here?" Like, he could not get over it.
That would be so fun.
I am down for this kind of thing to start.
Did her
happening.
name tag say Lana Del Rey?
Yes, it did.
Awesome.
Oh, how cool is that?
On streaming and in record stores today, Greta Van Fleet's third album is called Starcatcher. Nils Lofgren is joined by Ringo Starr, Neil Young, and the late David Crosby on his new album called Mountains. Matt Cameron guests on the 4th of July, done by Stephen Doom on the Soundgarden tribute album Super Unknown Redo. And the final album from Brad, which is one of the side projects of Stone Gossard of Pearl Jam, is titled In the Moment That You're Born. So that's all in record stores. Kim Kardashian is turning heads in a new creepy teaser from American Horror Story called Delicate. This is the upcoming 12th installment of the anthology series. I loved American Horror Story when it began.
I haven't seen one episode.
And I fell off. Like, I loved probably all the way up until like the Coven season. But then after that, Freak Show maybe. But then after that, they did like this election year, right as like the Trump election was going on. And because it was so turbulent in real life just for everybody in the world. And then I fell off. I was like, I can't.
Which is the
it
one
was
with
just not
Lady Gaga?
entertaining.
That apparently was a good season, right?
That was, I believe, Freak Show or.
That one I saw got
So are
good
these
reviews. I don't-
standalone seasons? Do they connect to other things? 'Cause I know Kathy Bates was in it, right?
Some of them do connect, but the characters, the actors play different people in each season. So sometimes that doesn't always.
But they
pan
did
out.
one about. Is it kind of like a Black Mirror, but with
Kind
An
of.
ghosts?
anthology. Each season is kind of its own thing. But there's a little
Call
common
back.
thread that
callbacks or common threads sometimes that might link seasons together, but it's very loose.
So I'd be interested. I need to see the Kathy Bates one because she's
good.
Scary good, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
one of the most talented humans.
Well, Kim Kardashian's going to be in this new season of it, and it's going to be coming out on August 1st, I believe, FX and Hulu. And she looks completely crazy. We'll put the teaser up on the blog. But if you're a Kim Kardashian fan, you might want to check that out. Barbieheimer is now leading ways to Saw Patrol, which is going to be on September 29th. Saw 10 and Paw Patrol, the Mighty Movie, coming out on September 29th. So now people are saying we're doing Saw Patrol.
Yeah. Bring the kids to see Saw.
Yeah, you
It's
can't
gonna
bring
be-
the kids to see Saw.
Seesaw.
It's not going to happen. Like, there's no way
It's
that these
a
two
clever name.
It really
Saw
is.
Patrol is funny.
That is great. Good band too.
AMC Theaters, they've thrown out new pricing strategy that they tried to do. People got angry, and so the chain planned to charge more for better seats in its theaters. Prime middle seats would have had to cost more. Whereas on the flip side of that, sitting in the front row would have been cheaper. But after testing this at AMC in different locations, the company said there wasn't enough interest from moviegoers to pay more for those premium seats. So that is not going to be happening.
Well, AMC, I don't want to brag on the air about my stock portfolio.
Oh.
Ooh.
But I bought $500 worth of AMC stock a year or two ago, and today it's worth over $178.
All right.
Nice.
So you-
Wow.
Lunch,
So
lunch is obviously.
don't doubt AMC's business.
I was going to say, lunch is obviously on me because you lost money.
We should go drop it on GameStop today too.
And finally, because Oppenheimer hits theaters today, what better way than to celebrate with a list of the best songs about nuclear war? Can you guess any? Some of these were
I know.
surprising to me.
One
Okay.
would be Safety Dance from Men Without Hats.
That is.
Safety Dance on the list, but not top 10.
That
What?
song's about nuclear war.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I thought everybody knew that.
Another
The
Pink Floyd.
Aquabats have a good song.
No
on it.
Pink Floyd in the top 10.
Really?
This was, let me give you some, because some of these surprised
Can
me.
you give me the band?
Randy Newman.
Oh, love Randy Newman.
Randy Newman.
2020 is the
Randy Newman. I don't know.
Political Science was number 10.
I don't know much.
Good.
I don't know Randy Newman's catalog.
That's
really
all right.
that well.
I don't know the names,
What
but
about this one? Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath. That would be War Pigs.
You would think, but it's not. Electric Funeral.
Electric Funeral.
Duran Duran, number 8.
Duran.
It's kind of hard.
Duran. Is it a hit?
No.
Like a hit song? Okay. So it's not Rio, right?
No, it's not Rio. Her name was Planet Earth.
Okay,
number
don't know
8.
that one.
U2.
U2. Bullet the Blue Sky.
You would think it would be, but
Okay,
no.
wait.
Sexy Boots.
This
that
is a
one.
song I didn't know.
New Year's Day.
Good guess. Not that one.
It's a
Not
beautiful.
a hit song, not a hit
live-
song?
Not a hit song.
It's
Not
a
a song.
beautiful.
Do we know a record? Why don't you just
Honestly,
give us a song?
It's Seconds. Seconds by U2. Nobody
Okay,
knows
don't
that
know
song. Iron Maiden. This should be easy. Iron
Countdown
Maiden.
to Extinction. Oh, that would be
That's
Megadeth,
Megadeth.
right? That's Megadeth.
And that's not on the list.
What?
Not in the top 10. I'm
Peace
sorry.
Sells isn't on the list? Wow.
But was Countdown to Extinction an album title, right?
Yeah. Listen to that. Think about Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Think.
Think about it. Think about when you think about the doomsday clock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doomsday Clock.
When it hits midnight.
Yes.
2 minutes to midnight.
2 minutes to midnight. That's right.
Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Wooden Ships, number 5.
Oh, Wooden
Gorgeous
Ships.
song. Bob Dylan's Talkin' World War III Blues came in at number 4. 99 Luft Balloons from Nina.
Oh, Nina.
Oh,
yeah.
Nina.
yeah.
Number 3. Sting's Russians at number 2. And then this song from Prince is the number 1 song, and we all know this song.
1999.
1999.
Rain.
1999.
All songs about nuclear war. I had no idea.
And how is Men Without Hats Safety Dance not in the top 10?
I didn't realize that was about. That's awesome.
Be honest, I didn't know half those songs were
Right.
about nuclear
Yeah.
war.
Same.
All right, today's celebrity birthdays. Juno Temple, that's Keeley from Ted Lasso, is 34. Brandy Chastain is 55. She is the famous women's soccer player who ripped off her shirt after scoring the winning goal in the 1999 Women's Soccer World Cup. Brandy Chastain is 55. John Lovitz is 66. The Mad Hungarian, former Cardinal Al Raboski, is 74 today. Both Cat Stevens and Yusef Islam are 75 today. On Saturday, Alton, Illinois' own running back Ezekiel Elliott turns 28. Selena Gomez, 31. David Spade, 59. Willem Dafoe is 68. Don Henley
Love Don
from the
Henley.
Eagles is 76 on Saturday. Albert Brooks, comic genius, is 76 on Saturday. George Clinton of Parliament Funkadelic is 82. If I said Terrence Stamp, would you know who that is?
Terrence Stamp.
Yeah.
Terry Stamp.
He was in the Limey, right?
Heck
He
up,
is-
Terry.
Terrence Stamp. The original Zod.
Yeah.
In Superman 2 is 85. And on Sunday, Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe is 34. Monica Lewinsky is 50. Catherine Hahn, who is Agnes from
I love
WandaVision.
her.
She's great, man.
She's in a
She's
whole
so
bunch of
Underrated. I think
Step
the most
Brothers.
underrated actress in Hollywood
I
is
agree.
Catherine Hahn. She's good in everything I've ever seen her in.
She's 50. Friend of the race show, Marlon Wayans, turns 51. Stephanie Seymour, legendary Victoria's Secret Sports Illustrated model. She
Beautiful.
dated Axl Rose. She's the bride in the
November
video for
Rain.
November Rain.
Yes.
Stephanie Seymour is 58. Speaking of Guns N' Roses, Slash turns 58
Saul Hudson.
on Sunday, and Woody Harrelson turns 62 on Sunday. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Sexy Vanessa.
Oh.
And today's birthday girl has been in 285 fine films, including 50-Year-Old Freaks, Attack of the MILF 7, Big Latin Wet Butts 6, Casting Couch Cougars, Dirty Big Butt Teachers 2, Genital Hospital. Mom Has a Huge Rack 1, Trailer Trash Moms 7, and who could forget a role in 2011's It's Okay, She's My Mother-in-Law.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Relax. We're related.
Sexy Vanessa is 60 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities.
Happy birthday, Vanessa.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with your Friday Fail Stories. these people thought they had the perfect plan, but man, that plan went sideways. And it went from that perfect plan to an Uber, an Ultra.
What?
Oh, dare I say it? I'm going to say it.
Do it.
Mega. All right.
Failed.
That was a great wrap-up.
All right, your Friday Fail Stories is sponsored by
Oh, my goodness. Friday Fail Stories. Yes, they are sponsored by our good friends
At More Choice
At
Jewelry.
More Choice Jewelers, where you don't get the shaft, you just get the jewels. And this is where my wedding ring is from. Thank you, More
all right.
Choice.
Thank you, More Choice Jewelry. We do have some breaking news. Tony Bennett has passed away.
Yes, Tony Bennett has passed away at the age of 96.
96. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Now, as you may remember, Tony Bennett was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease in 2016. However, he continued to perform all the way up until 2021. I remember 60 Minutes did a special on Tony a couple, I guess last year.
That's
maybe.
when he was doing the thing with Lady Gaga.
Yes, but it's really sad because he was starting to not remember who his wife was. And I mean, but the guy was so loved. Like, I really do feel like he's like showbiz's grandpa, you know, like what a great guy. But anyway, you would maybe know I Left My Heart in San Francisco. That was one of his songs he was best known for from the 60s. But rest in peace, Tony Bennett.
R.I.P. Tony Bennett.
Yep.
96 years old. That's a great run.
Yep.
That was.
Congratulations.
Performing up to the end.
Anthony Dominic Benetto is his last name.
Benetto.
Benetto.
See, he started off, and I was telling the crew here during the break, during the era which he started performing, a lot of those guys with ethnic last names had to change their last names because it was too ethnic and it wouldn't play in the South or in the Midwest.
That's wild.
So I know my grandparents were in show business back in the Tony Bennett days, and traveling around with the last name Rizzuto was not a thing you did, so you changed your name. So what was his last name?
Benedetto.
Right, so he changed it to Bennett.
Interesting. Oh.
And yours was Rizzuto's changed it to
Rizzukiewicz.
That's smart, yeah. A poker group.
No, they changed it to Joyce.
Yeah.
So it's generic name.
Not fun.
Like Italian? No way.
Not us.
Not us. We heard you have a vowel at the end of your last name. Not us.
No.
I mean, the E, yes. But not an O or an I. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
You said you had a pair of his cufflinks too, right?
Yeah, it's somewhere,
You should know where those are.
Yeah, you think.
He's got so many
'Cause your
artifacts.
You said your grandparents knew Tony Bennett.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
kind of burying the lead here a little bit.
Well,
Yeah, I know you don't want to brag, but I'll brag for you.
Well,
your grandparents knew him, and you have a pair of his cufflinks. That's pretty cool.
yeah, it's somewhere at the house. Or
Did
at
they
my mother's
perform
house
with him or
somewhere.
something?
Funny.
Yeah, they back in the day, way
How cool is that?
way back in the day. But anyway, R.I.P. Tony Bennett. All right, Friday Fail Stories. Now on to other news. And this one's quite sad.
Thanks for
Because it
starting off
starts
good way.
with an 18-year-old mom from Miami who was arrested and is accused of trying to hire a hitman to kill her 3-year-old son.
Oh, my God.
Good God.
Now, where does one go to hire a hitman?
I hope it's the same
Is it the
website they got
internet,
it
Rizz?
before.
The internet, of course. And yes, she went to a parody hitman for hire site.
Oh, man.
I believe
The same-
hireahitman.com.
No,
FBI
this one
involved.
keeps getting people.
This is not the first time we've heard this.
No.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd have to change the website after a national news story came out, but they haven't.
No.
Well, this is how ignorant people are that even think
Well,
this
and
idea.
it said, again, this is a mom trying to rub out her 3-year-old son. She wanted the boy, quote, taken away far, far, far away and possibly killed ASAP. How much? $3,000. She gave an address where the kid lives with the grandma, a recent picture, the phone number. Remember, it's a parody hire a hitman site. So the guy who runs the place contacted the police immediately, tracked the mom down using her IP address and the phone number she provided. She has been charged with solicitation of murder.
Failed.
Terrible.
Man.
It's nice to hear, though, the kid does not live with her.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing on this.
Yeah, and I was reading it up. Like the grandmother said, she would FaceTime the kid all the time. Obviously, some things going on here.
Sure.
You don't have to be high on something to break into a CBD shop.
Oh.
But it sure sounds like this guy was on something. A young man in Wichita, Kansas, robbed a CBD store early Friday morning. After kicking in a window, he was wearing flip-flops at the time, if that makes a difference.
That doesn't.
And instead of grabbing everything he could get his hands on, he only stole a half-used bottle of Febreze.
Wow. Okay.
It's a reasonable thief.
It's unclear why, whether he was planning on huffing it or he needed to unleash a potent bowel movement, wanted to cover an odor. I don't know. Police caught up with him about 10 minutes later, arrested him, found the bottle of Febreze on him, and nothing else.
Well,
Failed.
Anybody ever worry about fast food workers spitting in your burger?
Yes.
Yep.
All the time.
Well, tampering with food like that can come with very, very real consequences. An assistant manager at a Burger King in South Carolina facing up to 20 years in prison for allegedly serving French fries out of the garbage. So 2 Sundays ago, cops responded to a call at a Burger King in Union, South Carolina. It's way up north, about 50 miles from Charlotte. And when they got there, 2 customers were screaming at a 39-year-old worker named Jamie Major. And initially, they got arrested for disorderly conduct. But then cops got the full story and arrested Jamie instead. It turned out the 2 women had seen Jamie take old fries out of the trash, dump them in a container, and put fresh fries on top. I don't know if the fries were for them or for somebody else. Cops arrested Jamie for malicious tampering with food, which is a felony. If a judge throws the book at her, she's looking at 20 years in prison.
Failed.
Burger King did fire her, released a statement saying the allegations, quote, do not align with the brand's commitment to quality food and service. 20 years. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
yeah.
I am too.
I mean, that's life or death.
There is a trust that we have.
I was just thinking about this yesterday. I was fasting on the show yesterday because I had to do some blood work, and I was so hungry after I gave blood, and then went to wherever I went, and I was thinking to myself, like, nothing was weird, but you have that thought in your head, like, oh, I hope these people don't hate me, like, just for, I'm paying, I'm tipping, I'm being nice. I just hope they're nice.
Listen,
to me.
we've all seen movies, we've seen videos of stuff happening to food. There's a trust.
The movie Waiting ruined me.
Waiting that was Horatio Sands.
And Justin Long and all sorts of people. Dane Cook's in it.
Ryan Reynolds.
And Ryan Reynolds.
Which movie was it where Horatio Sands with the
you're thinking
toast.
of Road Trip.
Road Trip, that's it. Road Trip.
Yeah, where he goes back and takes the French toast and licks it, puts it in his underwear.
I asked for no powdered sugar. Let me take out that for you.
For
and he licks it, puts it down his pants. But 20 years, I'm okay with that. There needs to be severe consequences.
Yeah.
A guy from Wisconsin was just sentenced to 3 years probation and fined after lying to the U.S. bankruptcy trustee about hidden assets. So the 57-year-old guy filed for bankruptcy, but lied about a certain car in his possession.
Oh.
Let me see if you can figure this out, what kind of car it is, or what car it is. It's bright orange, weighs more than 1.5 tons, has a giant 01 painted on each side.
The General?
It's a 1969 Dodge Charger. He hid a replica of the General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard from bankruptcy court.
I kind of understand where this guy's coming from.
Well, here's the thing. The U.S. Attorney's Office said it didn't take long for investigators to realize this guy was trying to hide that car.
When he jumped it over the courthouse?
Hell yeah.
Woo! He done got himself in a whole mess of trouble.
And they wound up seizing the car, and he got more trouble.
Failed.
He's also accused of hiding a 1979 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, which looked like the car from Smokey and the Bandit 2.
Nice. He could hide those in my parking lot or driveway if he wants.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get not wanting to lose those in a bankruptcy.
I get it, too.
Couldn't you sell that to
Sell
a
it to your
trusted
mom
friend?
for $1 or something.
Yeah.
So, A 46-year-old woman from Florida is facing charges after accidentally hitting a random person in the face with a burrito.
Well.
It happened Wednesday at a restaurant in St. Petersburg called Rick's Reef. She was arguing with a guy and threw her burrito at him, but she missed and hit somebody else. Her intended target has not been identified, but it might be her boyfriend. He's 66, so 20 years older. They've been having issues. She just got arrested last month for punching him in the face, but those charges were dropped. After the burrito incident, she left the restaurant, but she lives just down the street, so cops caught up with her nearby. They described her as, surprise, surprise, not cooperative.
Really?
Facing charges for disorderly conduct.
Failed.
Man, you got like a thick burrito too. Like you go to Chipotle and you get yourself one stuffed. I mean, that thing can murder you.
Yeah.
Just full of delicious.
hot,
cause
melty beans
a concussion.
I hope it works out for him.
Stop beating your elderly boyfriend.
Oh,
Elderly abuse.
Yeah.
48-year-old guy from Wales is in some trouble after being busted drinking and driving and crashing his car not once but twice. Dude was more than 3 times the legal limit. Been downing vodka most of the day. His first accident was with a security fence. He took a corner too fast, slammed into the fence. Even though his airbags deployed, no big deal, kept on going. Now sticking his head out of the driver's side window in order to see over the airbags, he veered onto the wrong side of the road and hit an ambulance head on.
Dang.
And to make it even sweeter, the ambulance had its lights and sirens on. He just pleaded guilty to dangerous driving, driving with excess alcohol, and failing to stop.
Failed.
There was a car accident early Sunday morning in the town of Burke, Wisconsin. So around 2:30 that morning, 31-year-old guy crossed the middle line on a highway, collided with a truck driven by a 26-year-old man. Passenger on the truck taken to the hospital, serious injuries. Everyone else involved, minor injuries. Now, after police investigated the crash, both drivers were arrested.
Oh.
Turns out the guy who crossed the middle lane was hammered, as was the driver who got hit. Both drivers facing charges of operating while intoxicated, causing injuries.
Failed.
Slam Brothers.
Custom officers in China busted a woman in the act of trying to smuggle 5 live snakes into the country. Officers noticed a weird shape, like the weird shape of her chest, at a border crossing into the Shenzhen region.
Lady, your nipples look like noodles.
Well, after making her take her top off, they found the snakes tied up in stockings and stuffed into her bra.
Yeah.
All the snakes were corn snakes, which are non-venomous and native to the U.S., but illegal to import in China. The woman was arrested, snakes handed over to zoo officials for safekeeping.
and for pop.
Failed.
Do you think for real, like in Hawaii, there's no snakes? Like, do you think somebody has brought snakes over to Hawaii? What do you think?
So that's the thing. I didn't know that. There's supposedly no snakes in Hawaii.
Supposedly no snakes in Hawaii. I don't believe it. I feel like somebody has messed this up for Hawaii. Like somebody.
So I can't go to a pet store in Hawaii and get like a ball python.
I guess not.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
I don't know.
I don't know.
This
Not
lady's
upset.
breasts made me think of that. Sorry. Back to you.
The tricky thing about doing dangerous stunts in your car is that you're attracting attention to yourself. But this guy seemed to be looking for attention. A 19-year-old guy in Georgia named James Brown, no relation to the singer, was just arrested for doing donuts right in front of the police department headquarters. And he's been charged with reckless driving, and this seems to be a pattern for him because he has 2 other incidents of reckless driving on his record. I don't think he'll be driving anytime soon.
Failed.
Why would he get in trouble? I thought cops like donuts.
That's a good point.
Thank you.
And finally, if you want to be a volunteer firefighter, there are several ways you can go about it. The easiest way is to volunteer. This woman took the more difficult route. A 44-year-old woman in Florida stole a fire truck last Saturday. For some reason, the fire chief had let her spend the night at the station, and at some point in the morning, she took off with the truck. Ran out of gas. Cops showed up. But the woman didn't want him to be suspicious, so she pretended to be a volunteer firefighter who was out on the job. And cops noticed something was amiss, so he looked into it and didn't see her name on the fire department's roster. So she was arrested, charged with grand theft, fraud, and impersonating a firefighter. I don't know why she took the truck or if she actually planned on doing any firefighting, but she is in big trouble.
Man.
Failed.
And ladies and gentlemen, those are your Friday fail stories.
Thanks, Rizz.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and Rafe has your E-memorium of the week.
Time.
It is time.
It's time, baby.
And it's sponsored.
Dang.
Yeah, official sponsor.
Official sponsor.
Starting this week.
And if we have time, we'll get to some emails.
Yeah.
It is 8:08. It's Friday. Chris Kattan should be here soon. All right, so we did Friday fail stories. Chris Kattan's going to be here at 9 o'clock. Rafe's E-memorium in just a second. Are you familiar with this girl dinner trend that's going on?
Oh, yeah. It's like where
on the
chicks
internet?
are like, husband's out of the house. I'm going to eat this ice cream girl dinner thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a trend now on TikTok.
I saw a video about that, but
Too
I don't know. I feel like that's weird. Like, I mean, I've done
It's
ice
the-
cream for dinner before.
Girl dinner is the name somebody came up with for when you just eat snacks and call it a meal.
I just call it dinner. Adult dinner.
Now, it started out fairly healthy with stuff like cheese and crackers and grapes, but there are jokey versions too, like saying, all you had was a Triscuit and a Red Bull.
Uh-huh.
So Popeyes, the chicken people, they're hopping on this this girl dinner trend, and they added a new tab on their website this week called Girl Dinner, where all the options are just sides.
I'm down.
So, like, you could choose from mac and cheese, Cajun fries, mashed potatoes, beans and rice, coleslaw, biscuits. They're not actually selling a girl dinner meal. All they did was create a new page with the same stuff you'd find if you just click sides.
Right.
But they posted a photo of what a girl dinner at Popeyes might look like. So if you ate everything in the photo, it would be around 1,200 calories. Not the healthiest version of a girl dinner, but there you go.
I like sides,
I like sides, too.
Pieces, side hustle.
That's
yeah.
right. But
Side kicks.
girl dinner, I feel like plenty of people do what this girl dinner trend is, and they just call it adulting. Like, that's the thing that I find kids that might be listening, once you become an adult and you're paying your own mortgage and whatnot, you can eat whatever you want for dinner.
Eat whatever you want, wherever you want.
Wherever, whenever.
Hey, you want to eat on the couch?
Yep.
Go ahead. It's your couch. You want to eat in bed?
It's a
It's your
perk.
bed.
Yeah.
You want to have spaghetti in your bed? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I wake up to a lot of food in my girlfriend is a midnight snacker.
Oh, yes.
I don't do that. Do you do that?
No.
I'll wake up with like Cheez-Its in the bed, and I'll be like,
Oh, she eats in bed?
did you eat Cheez-Its last night? And she goes, I think so. She'll like wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and just like wander into the
Whoa.
cupboard and wander back to bed, eat like a handful of crackers and pass out.
Love that about her.
And I'll wake up with crumbs.
No, I've never done that.
You have a hard no eating in bed rule. I don't want any crumbs there. That's a sacred spot.
I've eaten like yogurt in bed with toppings on it, and that's about the extent of
That's
my.
Toppings.
Toppings.
Sides and toppings.
Well, today being July 21st, it is National Junk Food Day.
All right.
Well, I didn't really need an excuse, but
Why not?
But
do it.
thinking
I'll
about
hit
it,
it
though,
up.
the lines between what is junk food and what isn't have been really blurred. You know what I'm saying? Like some things, it's like something, all right, junk food is chips, soda, and candy. Others throw, and we had this discussion earlier this week, others throw pizza, fast food like burgers, tacos.
Cereal can be a junk food, right? Mm-hmm. Sugar cereal.
So what's your favorite junk food? What's your favorite junk food? Lern?
Oh man, donuts straight up, like any time of day. Like probably on a Friday, I'll be going through Dunkin' Donuts drive-through because that's my little treat for myself for getting through another work week. You know what I'm talking about?
donut drive-in or Entenmann's crumb top donuts.
Entenmann's Crumb Top.
They put me in they changed my mood.
See, as far as Entenmann's go, I like the chocolate frosted ones
Yeah.
with the white.
Crunchy.
No,
I mean, I'm not.
It's almost crunchy.
with the it's almost a shellac.
Yeah.
It's almost like it was dipped in that thing, the crackle bars.
Yeah.
I think it's dipped in borax.
I mean, I'm not mad about it, but the crumb top's where it's at, baby.
Somebody just brought up in the chat Dixie Cream Donuts in West Frankfort, Illinois. If you are on a road trip and you are passing up West Frankfort, Illinois and Southern Illinois, go to Dixie Cream. They got a drive-through now. I've been eating those donuts.
Nobody's driving that way on purpose.
I used to get up at 5 in the morning as a child and walk to Dixie Cream and sit on the side of the main street and just pounding donuts. Yes.
Pound and dones.
I gotta look that up.
What's your favorite junk food?
Boy, well, donuts would be up there. Pizza, I cannot consider it junk food because it's a health food. It's too tasty to be a junk food. Don't look at the ingredients. But I'm going to go with cereal. I think you said cereal, and if that's a junk food, then
Oh, yeah, man.
man, that is a treat. I don't get that much anymore, and whenever you get to have it, it is. I do like 3 bowls. You know, I
Yes.
just go overboard.
Oh, I still have milk in the bowl. Let me just fill this thing back up.
Can't waste that milk.
Man, I love popcorn.
You do love popcorn.
I love popcorn.
Oh, that's a good one too.
I think that's my favorite.
I like
Is that
sweet
That's a
popcorn.
junk food, right?
You can
Yeah.
almost get away with popcorn. It's so low cal. You can almost
Yeah,
get
but
away with
when you
not
put
junk
a stick
food.
of butter.
Yeah.
When you put a stick of butter,
I was just going to ignore that part.
nah. And we're talking
That's
junk
a topping.
food. We're talking.
You don't count toppings.
We're
That's
talking
right.
junk food.
The
That's
butter
always
from the
my.
soda
That's
fountain.
my. That's always my rationalization for everything. I never count the toppings.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
And I'm like, I ate healthy. I had rice and beans and a little bit of carne asada, and then 14 scoops of sour cream,
That's right.
guac.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's fine.
It's all healthy.
None of that counts. That's
It's
toppings.
like, I went to the restaurant and got a
Cheese.
salad. Well, what was on the salad? Well, there was lettuce and there was
Cheese and
bacon and
A sandwich.
fried chicken.
Right.
Yeah, pizza.
Ugh, buffalo chicken salad is awesome. But is that any healthier than like a buffalo wrap?
No,
Probably not.
that's the whole thing. Oh, I'm getting a salad. Okay, it's a fried chicken salad.
Mm-hmm.
And each of the pieces of chicken is dipped in buffalo sauce.
Yes.
And it's got cheese on the top and drowned in ranch.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
Remember McDonald's, the most unhealthy things they had on their menu for a while were their salads.
The salad shakers.
Yeah.
Remember they had the salad shakers?
Those
Oh,
things
yeah.
were the worst.
It's
on
the
their menu.
illusion. It's the illusion of health. Get the hell out of here.
Get the f*** out of here.
Hey, back to popcorn, because you and I have talked about this off air, that I don't like savory popcorn necessarily. I like sweet
Oh,
popcorn.
I hate sweet popcorn.
Kettle corn's where it's
Oh,
at.
like
Kettle
those, the buckets.
corn.
Yeah.
But stop,
You're wrong.
There is a
Rizzuto.
healthy bag of popcorn you can get at your grocer called Lesser Evil. Has like a little Buddha guy on the cover of it, and they have just it's made with coconut oil, and it's kind of sweet but kind of salty.
This
It
is
so
National Junk
good.
Food Day. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't bring your health into this.
Fine.
Dude, you know what I picked up at the gas station on the way home the other day? Hadn't had them in a long time.
I noticed you scratching a lot today.
They got those. They got those. They're animal crackers, but they dip them in like the birthday cake frosting.
Yes. Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Party animals.
those were.
Man, they're
Is
awesome.
it white,
forgot
is it
about
white
those.
chocolate?
They're pink.
No, it's
yeah,
pink
it's
and
got,
white.
almost has like the sprinkles on
Yes.
it, and it's man. I'm
so
telling
good.
you, I just caught my eye on my way out of a Love's, and I was like, "What's going on?
What
over
are those
here?
called?
If I got a hankering,
What's going on over here?"
if I got a hankering for a snack, especially on a road trip, 99.9% of the time I'm going savory.
Yeah,
Yeah. Same.
Like I'm not getting a Snickers, I'm not getting a candy bar.
If I'm being real with you, I'm getting savory and sweet, but I
Yeah.
mainly am going for the savory. And it's always dill pickle flavored sunflower seeds.
Yeah, those are where it's at. Because the sweet, for me, if I get a Snickers or something like that, it'll make me really tired pretty quick.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You got
"Ah,
the crash
I'm
and
good."
burn, huh?
Yeah.
When was the last time
I'm
you had Bugles?
Oh, man.
dude, I can't remember the last time I wanted to have witch's fingers.
Witch's fingers.
That's the best.
I actually think it has been pretty. I'll tell you what, a bugle dipped in some like sour cream and onion dip. I used to be
What about combos?
fill that little
My mouth
cone
is
up with it.
watering right now.
What about combos?
Combos,
Yeah,
they're not as
they're
good
good.
as you remember.
Yeah.
I got some, and I'm like, man, these are dry as a bone, dude.
Dry as a mother.
Aftertaste. Gross.
And what is that cheese in there?
It's like
Don't
a-
ask. It's
The
just good.
pepperoni
It's
flavored.
not cheese. It's like
Something.
it's whatever's in the middle of an olive.
I think it's. They just go through the belly buttons of people.
What,
and they-
what is that? It's something. I don't think anybody knows.
Yeah, you just eat it. Oh, I'll eat this.
half lint, half something else. I don't
Well, I
know.
would like as a kid, I would bite them in half and then eat whatever's inside separately sometimes.
Yeah, scoop
I would
it.
bite them long ways and lick
Yeah.
out the
Yeah, that's the
middle
way to do it.
fiber, you know? What's wrong with
And
us?
they're not as good as you remember.
No,
dude.
they're
Sometimes
not.
some
It's been
stuff,
years.
some stuff from the past is better left there.
Okay.
Because it's like watching a movie that you're like, yikes.
We were at Walmart the other day and we were in the snack food aisle. And do you remember the cheese and crackers?
Oh, yeah.
So it'd be the little square of
Orange.
the orange cheese, crackers, and the
Bread.
red plastic stick.
Yes.
Oh, those thingies. Yes. With the kangaroo, right?
Well, I think they were called Handy Snacks.
Handy snacks.
Handy snacks.
Now, I think somebody bought them out. I think it's like Nabisco bought them out or something, so the packaging is different. But the spirit is the same.
Dude.
That, again, was weird. What the hell kind of cheese is that?
Doesn't matter, man. And by the way, once the crackers are done, probably even before they're done, you are eating all that cheese
Oh,
on
yeah.
a little
With
stick.
yep. You get
Well,
the
there was
finger
never
cheese
enough
with the
for me.
rest.
Yeah.
That was the opposite problem. I never ran out of crackers. I ran out of cheese.
Were you taking the stick and smearing on?
Yeah. I mean, but I was going thick.
How does
Put a
this-
pretty thick coat of varnish.
There was also
It's cheese varnish, really.
a peanut
staining
butter
that
version of it,
cracker.
too.
Nobody wanted that.
No one wanted that one. That was like, if you got that one, you're like, thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Mom. How does this room feel about Lunchables? Pizza Lunchables in particular.
Yuck.
What?
I've never had a Lunchable.
Oh, you're missing
It
out.
sounds so unappealing to me.
What?
When those came out when we were in grade school, that was the jam. Because I never really loved the like meat Lunchables necessarily. But man, those pizza Lunchables came out and it was all the rage.
It looks so unappealing.
Yeah, there's a comedian, Brendan Ayer, a friend of mine, that has a great bit about Lunchables where he's like, there was a lot of that was in the packaging. Because he's like, if you tried to like give a kid that in a brown paper bag, you're never selling that as lunch. It's just like, what do you got? And he's like, well, some loose crackers and some wet meat discs
Well, I remember like
and
the ham,
one piece of cheese that we folded up. And he's like, it's just a piece of crap.
like the ham had like a slime
Yeah.
on it.
Right. So did the turkey.
Yuck.
And the cheese was, they were sliced, but it was like a block.
Mr. Moisture, you know, he ain't having that, dude.
Right. But that I'm not talking about the
No.
meats Lunchables. I'm talking about those pizza Lunchables where you can get them with cheese or the weird ass pepperoni. And like, I still buy them every now and then.
And they come with the drink, the little
That was
Capri
ketchup on a
Sun.
cracker.
Capri Sun.
dude.
Yes.
I think I'm maybe I'm too old
Yeah.
to have that in my wheelhouse for
it's.
what elementary school lunch was if I brought lunch.
But don't you feel kind of guilty now if you were to get your kids or nieces or nephews something when you see how like whatever the material is that they use for that meat? I mean, it's not
Right.
even. There's no way it's meat.
Doesn't matter to
It's just
people.
like
It's cheap.
gum.
It's cheap and
Convenient.
you get like, 3 for $5.
Yeah.
And that's
I guess it shuts the kid up and you're
a
in
busy family. I don't got time to make lunch for the kids.
Well, the kids kind of like making their little pizzas themselves, that was always
I
fun.
guess it's creative.
I don't know if I don't know if that's a good excuse, but I'm sure that's, hey, I'm busy. These are cheap.
Andrew brings up in the chat, Dunkaroos were gold for trading. Absolutely, they were in the 90s. You guys remember Dunkaroos?
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's the difference between that and the other one? I can't remember.
It's just sweet. So like you had like a big old thing of chocolate icing and these little animal crackers, and you
Oh,
could scoop it
yes.
out. And they discontinued it. And then I remember I was in
They
college.
brought it back recently. Not
and
the
they
same.
brought it back. Not the same. The
They do
crackers aren't
it's
as
like
good.
cookies. They're not even
Yeah.
shaped like kangaroos anymore. They're not like animal crackers. It was a real tragic rebrand, I got to say. I got those as prototypes. My uncle married up, and my aunt worked for General Mills, and she was a salesperson for like cereal and cookies. So we would get like prototype stuff before it came out. I think I've talked about this before, but I got Dunkaroos before they were out, Gushers before they were out. and for me,
that
I
is
was a white
awesome.
trash kid,
Gushers.
dude. That's kid rich, dude. That's like
Yeah.
Name brand.
that is
Heck
like
yeah.
me showing up for school in like a tuxedo.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I was just
How many girlfriends did you have when you were
none
getting those prototypes
because I
of
had no
Gushers?
self-control. I had no impulse control. I couldn't save any of my money because it was like me and my brothers would be like, all right, if we're good, she'd bring us a trunk full of stuff. We're like, if we chill and we don't take advantage, this could last us months. 2 weeks later, we're bone dry. We've eaten all the Reese's Puff cereal. We had fruit roll-ups that had, when they first came out with the cutouts where you could put the lips,
Yeah.
and they had like little shapes. Had all that first.
All right, I'm going to name some junk food items, and you just give me a yay or nay.
Fine.
Okay.
Cheetos.
Yay.
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 Which ones?
Oh,
Puffs
no,
or
nay.
Puffs?
Nay
Or
on, nay on Cheetos?
Puffs are the
Yes.
Little
clubs.
those originals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
I was thinking Cheez-Its. No, nay on those.
Nay on Cheetos.
Yeah. Yucky.
That's sad because if you were
look like a Cheeto.
you're a Cheeto.
I am.
You're the tiger.
Huh. I wasn't a.
Human Cheeto.
Yeah.
I mean it with love.
We did it. What was whenever the Super Bowl, the
The
Doritos
human
would do those
Cheeto
things?
is
Yeah.
the podcast title today.
Twinkies.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Nay.
Used to
Especially-
steal them.
Nay.
Throw a hot dog in there.
Overrated.
Twinkie hot dog sandwich.
Chocodile. I'm in.
What's a
Pringles.
chocolate?
Oh, yay. Yeah.
Yay.
Big yay.
Nay.
No?
Nay.
Yeah, you get mad when I bring my healthy
Nay.
Pringles in.
Yay.
Hate
Big
Pringles.
yay.
Cardboard with flavor.
Big yay.
Doritos.
Yay.
OG.
Nay.
OG.
Yay. Heartburn, but yay.
Yay.
Nay.
Pop-Tarts.
Yay. Yes.
Yay.
Still to this day,
Frosted
yay.
strawberry.
Cherry. All
Can you
the
go
way.
generic on them? Or does it have to be Pop-Tarts?
I'm a brown sugar man, and I
This
know
is
that's
National
not a
Junk
popular
Food
opinion.
Day, Scott.
And
We're
s'mores.
talking the unhealthies of the unhealthy.
Because, I mean, there's some generics over at Trader Joe's that rule.
Chocolate. No, not chocolate. Strawberry frosted with the whatever.
Strawberry's good. Brown sugar, I feel like
white
it's
icing.
polarizing. People,
Yeah,
people hate
I like
those.
that one.
The frosted strawberry with the some kind of texture on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys a side eater first, and then you get to the good stuff?
I break them in half.
You do. I always eat
quarter
the
mine.
sides first, and then slowly tear off that top.
Oreos.
crunchy.
Yay or nay?
Yay.
Oreos.
Yay.
Nay.
Dude, junk food queen over here. Like, yay,
Yay on
across the
Oreos.
board.
Oh, yay.
Potato chips. Regular Lay's.
Nay.
Yes.
Yay.
Yeah, yay.
Yay,
I
yay,
aged
yay.
into those. I used to get bummed. when
Lay's,
Potato chips had no
Lay's.
flavor. When I was a kid, it was just regular chips. I was like, the hell is this,
Right.
man?
You always need dip. You know, you always need a side piece.
Throw it on a peanut butter jelly. That's the word.
Pork rinds.
Yay.
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 Nay.
Yeah, it used to be
We're
big time nay.
Midwest.
But here's the thing. It can't be, they have to be flavored. Because regular pork rinds are just taste like human skin. You cannot eat them.
Well, it tastes like packing peanuts.
Anyone eating regular unflavored pork rinds is a serial killer.
And those taste 8 million times better if you're at a theme park like Silver City. or
Oh,
something.
man. And they've-
pork rinds are great.
Pork rind technology's come a long way in the last few years, dude. They got dill pickle pork rinds. They're off the chain. I know you're a dill pickle aficionado.
I love
and
my
I'm
dill
telling
pickles.
you get some of these. They got the sweet heat, the sweet southern heat chickaroons. I'm in. I don't like the hard ones though. I don't like when you get. I don't like the little nuggets. I feel like they're gonna break your enamel.
I don't know those.
I like the fluffy ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Pretzels.
Yay.
Only soft pretzels.
Only
Only
soft
soft,
for me
Only
too.
soft pretzels.
Yeah, only soft.
I think Snyder's makes those like the broken ones.
Those are like the rock ones.
They're like the rock ones I hate. Like the big rock ones,
Yeah.
those suck. I think it's Snyder's of Hanover. They make like I think they're called like broken pretzels. Those are decent.
Yeah.
Turkey Creek dill pickle pork rinds. Randy Coulter, you're right, my friend. That's
Yep.
where they're at. That's where it's at.
M&M's.
Yay.
All of them. Any kind.
Yes.
Not there's the new ones.
We have not agreed.
The
fully
coffee-
agreed on one of these.
Well, I am in the coffee M&Ms were atrocious. They're
Regular
some of the new
M&Ms.
stuff. Yeah, anything from peanut to peanut butter to regular
The
M&Ms.
cheese filled one I was out of.
Twix.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Twix.
I think yay. Yeah.
Big yay.
I gotta remember what that one was.
Brownies.
Yes.
Yay.
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 Mozzarella sticks.
Cosmic
Yes.
brownies.
Yay.
Can we back it up? Cosmic brownies. In or out?
In. Completely in.
Nay.
I'm in hard.
Which ones are
They're
those?
not as good as.
Just like the little Debbie brownies with
Had
like
little-
the little cosmic little sprinkles on
Oh,
top.
yeah. I'm pretty.
I s-
Unless the brownies have nuts in them, I'm good.
I
That's
split one
surprising, though.
recently,
Did you?
and it was
Not
no
good?
mas. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, you're weird about like waxy moisture of things, and the cosmic brownies do have kind of a brownie wax on top of them,
It's good.
but it is good.
Fritos. Yay.
Yay. And the chili.
What your
ones.
puppy's feet smell like.
Chili
Fritos.
cheese Fritos are maybe the best chip ever invented. And they give you the worst heartburn of any chip ever invented, but it's worth it.
Pristine.
Kit Kats.
All the way,
Yay.
yay.
Hey.
Rice Krispie treats.
Yes.
Yay.
Only my mom's,
Eh.
though. They're super good.
Funyuns.
Yeah.
I liked them
Nay.
as a kid.
Nay.
Having them as an adult, it wasn't the experience I wanted.
Fun name though.
Super fun.
Like the Funyuns came in like my kids got like one of those variety packs, and Funyuns came in it. I go, all right, man, I'm gonna try it. I haven't had Funyuns in years, and it's not the same.
Yeah.
Dang.
Funyuns is like, do you want to have horrendous breath and half the joy of chips?
Yes.
Not a good tagline.
With
for me.
also no health benefit.
Yeah.
Goldfish.
Yes.
Yay.
Nay. They don't do it for me, man.
That one
I'm gonna
Petrus
go
Farm
nay.
one?
They for kids.
Go nay.
I like it as a show snack.
Because there's a lot of flavored ones too. The Petrus Farms, right?
They're
Isn't
just,
that the one that's
they're
really
just Cheez-Its in the shape of a goldfish.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's more fun
Winner.
that
I like
way.
Cheez-Its.
Throw them in some
goldfish, I
chili
don't
or
know.
something.
A lot of these foods you're mentioning, I eat strange because, like, even goldfish, I'll throw it in my mouth and I'll cut the fish in half long ways, and then I'm sucking on one end and chewing on the
They're
other.
too thick.
The tail. You got to get rid of the
Too
tail.
thick. They are just cheese. They're thick Cheez-Its, and I like they're too thick. I'll just go Cheez-It. Cheez-It's got the right amount of thickness for like a chip cracker.
I didn't realize we'd spend so much time on
Important
Yes.
things.
on important things like this. We do need to get to the E-memorium, and I think we should do that right now.
All right. Weird transition.
Well, I looked at the time. I go, oh my God, Kattan's going to come in.
This week's E-memorium,
I don't know if we're going to
bro.
have time for password, by the way.
For those of you on this week's E-memorium, brought to you officially for the first time from an actual official sponsor. Hughes Funeral Alternatives. Discover Aquamation. The natural, gentle, eco-friendly alternative to fire-based cremation. Hughes Funeral Alternatives. For those of you unfamiliar with this section, E-memorium is people we've lost, angered, or just sent us emails for no reason over the course of a week for things that we said on the show or having the audacity to have opinions that didn't line up exactly with their worldview. We lost some of you, and this is a small tribute to some of those we lost this week. First up, dry heat douche nozzles. We angered folks that love to tell people that it isn't hot because it's a dry heat. Oh, is it? Well, you know another place with dry heat? The surface of the goddamn sun. But we don't see you buying a condo there, you smug bastards. We get it, man. In a dry climate, the 116-degree heat only feels like 116 degrees. Someone call Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye and give them a heads up that there's a new hotshot scientist on the scene, and they're giving out free educational seminars on how being hot works. If this is where you exit, we will miss you. But don't be sad, because like most of your first dates, this is a dry goodbye.
Sorry. Didn't mean to snort.
Selfie-righteous, sanctimonious sycophants. A lot of emails attacking Miranda Lambert for having the audacity to call out a gaggle of budding influencers taking an ill-timed selfie at her show. We're so sorry that we sided with depriving the world of content that literally no one asked for. One white knight guy went as far as to send an email saying he was furious at us about this. Furious. With all the problems in the world, thank God my boy Damon saved his fury for such a worthy cause. He went on and on about how fans pay, quote, good money, end quote, for those tickets and deserve their selfie because we live in a day and age of recording devices and they weren't disrupting the show. Well, guess what, Damon? You're wrong. They don't. Telling an artist that they don't have the right to police their own audience is absolutely insane. Decorum is required at performances everywhere and in all facets of shared social spaces. If it bothers the artist, then it is disrupting the show. I pay, quote, good money, end quote, for a lot of things. It doesn't entitle me to tailor the experience to my liking. I don't get to go on a cruise and barge onto the bridge and demand to drive the boat or barrel past flight attendants for my cockpit selfie because I gots to get those likes. I didn't live stream my colonoscopy despite how hilarious the anesthesiologist was. And despite paying for the green seats at Busch Stadium, I didn't get to bang Fred Bird on top of the visiting team's dugout, even though it's obvious that would skyrocket my OnlyFans subscriptions. We've lost the ability as a society to read the goddamn room. No one said they wanted to outlaw selfies, but you do have to behave within reason of expectations and accept consequences if you don't. So, if you have to leave us over this issue, we bid you adieu, but please, no flash photography on your way out. Hairy-assed men who refuse to shave them cheeks.
Oh, no.
That's right, Lern. You struck a nerve when you asked yesterday why men whose bums are so hair-infested that if they mooned you and you snapped a pic, all you would get is a blurry photo of the infamous ass squatch. Why they refuse to clean up their backyard, we may never know. We apologize to those dudes out there whose underwear waistband serves as a property line between a mansion and a trailer park. We're pretty sure if you spread your butt cheeks apart, we'd be able to find an old 67 Ford Fairlane up on cinder blocks in the tall grass, but that is beside the point. You're human beings, after all, at least half human, as the bottom half does resemble a centaur. If this is where we part, much like the crack is the part of your butt mullet, and your tumbleweed turd cutter blows away across the plains, at least we know that the prairie dogs will have a good home in those wild grasslands that you call an ass. And finally, on a short week for E-memorium. And this one hurts. This one hurt more to write than any that I've ever written before. Goodbye, Taco Tuesday. We had to say goodbye to Taco Tuesday because Taco John's couldn't afford to fight the juggernaut of Taco Bell. And as I was writing the E-memorium for Taco Tuesday, I was actually in my garage listening to a ham radio. And this is crazy, but I picked up 2 transmissions from the future, and I'd like to play them for you now. Mr. Rizzuto?
Wow.
Skynet has gone live, and the war against Taco Bell machines is now imminent. Cyberdyne systems funded by the Yum Corporation have gone online as of July 18, 2023. In 3 years, Taco Bell becomes the only supplier of fast food taco technology. All Taco Bell locations are upgraded with Cyberdyne taco computers, becoming completely unmanned. The automated taco drones will begin to learn at a geometric rate. They become self-aware at 2:14 a.m. Eastern Time, August 29, 2026. In a panic, the Yum brand CEO David Gibbs tries to pull the plug. Taco Bell fights back. It launches its unimaginative, low-quality, flavorless, diarrhea-inducing taco missiles at strategic targets worldwide. Taste buds will be destroyed. Homes will be torn apart and will literally hit the fan. We will no longer live mass. We will live en masse. We will live manos. When it comes to the freedom of enjoying high-quality fast food tacos, hasta la vista, baby. That was the first transmission.
Wow. That's amazing.
I know. And the quality was really good, too.
Wow.
The second transmission actually came through later. Here we go. I'm going to play it for you right now.
Oh.
Listen carefully. This is Taco John Connor. If you're hearing this E-memorium, then you are the resistance. We fight back now or humanity is lost. I once knew a man, a husky pork steak captain, that told people to fear the future of casual Mexican, that the end was coming, that all would be lost. Nobody wanted to hear his truths. Society locked him away behind a microphone on a wildly popular morning show. That man was Rafe Wiliams, my father. Not literally, but more of a mentor-like post-apocalyptic father figure. Let's not get bogged down in my genealogy. Now we know what he predicted has come to pass. Command wants us to fight like taco machines, to make cold, calculated decisions. But we are not machines. And if we behave like them, then what does the 105.7 the point stand for? Command is going to ask you to attack and destroy YumNet. I'm asking you to stand down and give the elite underground unit that my father founded, not my literal father, the guy I talked about earlier, the Captain P.S. Williams found. You know what I mean. Later, it would be known as the Fightin' Johnnies. Give the Fightin' Johnnies time to protect the flavorful future that all of us are fighting for. I am officially activating all the potato ole sleeper cells that have been strategically put in place to stop this. Not through brute force, but through love of high-quality ingredients, exceptional standards, and caring for your community. My mentor and hero, Rafe Wiliams, always used to say that when taco tyranny came to our land, it would be wrapped in a flour tortilla and carrying a fire sauce packet. He saw what we couldn't, but he also saw a way out. Taco Bell's corporate greed, unchecked selfishness, and hypocritical hate put us in this apocalyptic hellscape. And today, Taco Love is going to bust us out. This is Taco John Connor, and today is our Independence Day. Whoa!
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow, dude,
What
crazy.
happened there?
We're back.
Jeez.
2 wild transmissions from the
Whoa,
future.
man.
Futures.
Wow, man, that's a first for the
Future's not a
E-memorium.
quiet place.
Anyway, I picked it up on ham radio, so I'm just saying. That's all I can say about Taco Tuesday and the E-memorium. It hurts too bad to talk anymore. And then, of course, we have our actual RIP for the E-memorium, late edition, Tony Bennett.
Oh.
Rest in peace.
RIP. That is today's E-memorium.
Well, thank you,
Nice
Rafe.
work.
Thank you, Rafe. All right, apparently Chris Kattan is in the kitchen.
Oh, no.
Kattan's in the kitchen.
Kattan's in the kitchen.
That sounds like a...
We're going to take a break. We'll come back. Rafe, I'm going to call an audible here.
Okay.
Instead of password today,
Okay.
which I know we don't have time for. We do have to give away some stuff, and I think we'll play this with Chris Kattan. It's in your packet. Porn star weatherman.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is Rafe is going to read Chris Kattan a name. Okay? He'll have to tell us if it's a porn star or weatherman. We have 20 names. Out of 20, how many will Chris Kattan, former SNL
I like
get?
it.
We have Rizz Show birthday bash tickets. We got WWE SmackDown tickets. We got tickets to go see comedian Nate Bargatze. We got tickets for Manchester Orchestra, Jimmy Eat World. So call up 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Scott, if you would, just get how many out of 20 they'll get. Just put it on the screen for me.
Okay. I will do.
And then we'll get Chris Kattan in here. We'll chat with him. We'll play Porn Star Weatherman. We'll have a good time. And it's going to be all after the break. Very, very famous.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Kattan.
Oh, that's so kind.
This is
What a
your
nice thing to say.
This is your third time on the show. How about that?
Third time, yeah. I'm sorry I'm not wearing pink. I know it's
okay.
all about Barbie.
I know. Lern is wearing pink.
I know.
I actually wore this for you today.
Well, that's great. You got the message. That's great.
Before we get started, as a member now of the Third Timers Club
Yes.
on the Rizz Show,
Do I
you get a certificate.
Mug? Oh.
You get a Third Timers Club certificate. Congratulations.
Wow, this is fresh off the Xerox
Yep,
machine.
fresh off the Xerox
Fancy.
machine, huh?
This is my name. There's a child on it with a tooth.
Cute.
This looks like a dentist. This is
no.
what a dentist
It's
gives
a radio
child.
show.
Why-
no.
This is
No,
what
but it
a
says Third
dentist
Timers
gives a child.
It says
When they-
Rizzuto Show Third Timers Club.
It
Yeah,
might
I
look
know,
like a Microsoft Word template, but it's not.
No.
This little emoji or template is a child brushing a tooth.
Yes.
Okay.
Accomplishment.
That's a metaphor.
Because you're so sweet.
My teeth are great.
That's
right.
it.
Yes.
Well, thank you for that.
Well, hey, thanks for coming in again.
Yeah, thank you.
And you're at Helium Comedy Club. A couple shows tonight, a couple shows tomorrow.
Yeah, great
we
club.
are going to play a little game with you, but first I want to bring up congratulations, first of all, on your engagement.
Thank you. Yes.
This guy's
Lovely
engaged
woman.
right here.
Her name's Maria Libri, and she's great. Yeah, we live not too far from here.
Yeah,
Springfield.
you're now in Springfield, Illinois.
Yeah, there's a place in LA, but we Springfield, Illinois. She has a cousin out here named Aubrey, and so it's almost like being home. But
So-
I'm not here that often.
So are you now calling Springfield, Illinois your home?
In a way, yes. I mean, I have my stuff there, and I have some things in LA as well. So it's not an official home, but I am there. If you were to call me and say, "Where are you?" I'd say Springfield.
If I want to send you a
Dang.
piece of mail,
If you want to send me mail,
where am I sending it to?
you can send it to LA or here
Okay.
because somehow I get it.
Magically, you get it.
Yeah, somehow.
What do you think of Springfield, Illinois? It's an interesting town, huh?
It's very nice. It's beautiful. Parts of it, most of it.
lot of Abe Lincoln stuff.
Well, Lincoln was inaugurated there, so therefore there are Lincoln museums and statues or, animatronics of him in malls,
Yeah.
which are fun to see his mouth move.
We went to the. Anybody been to the
yeah.
Lincoln Museum?
No, I need
Have
to
you
go.
rubbed his gold nose?
No, I did not know that was a thing.
Oh, you must. It's for good luck.
Is it gold?
Well, because so many people have been rubbing it. Yeah, now it's gold.
That has become gold
Yes.
by the rubs.
Yes, I don't know how that works, but
So much rubbing.
some metal work.
Well,
there.
no,
I wish I rubbed other things enough for it to be gold.
Yeah.
I've certainly tried.
The more you rub it,
It becomes gold.
it becomes gold. That's
I
alchemy,
didn't
guys.
realize this.
The magic of alchemy.
The magic of alchemy. You learned something today.
Have you had a horseshoe?
Yes, I did.
That's the big.
I have.
Springfield's the origination of that place.
I've had two. That's a good thing to have when you're having a diet.
Is
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just cheese, fries, meat, and
Smothered.
and,
Yeah.
smothered.
and diarrhea.
well, that's a later just a continuation of. That's your problem.
No, it becomes at some point everybody's problem. Everybody's problem.
No, but they're famous for their horseshoes.
Horseshoes in Lincoln. That's it. I went to the Lincoln Museum and his hat was there.
His real hat?
Yeah.
Oh,
neato.
Did it say "Do not touch"?
It's under glass.
Oh, there you go.
It's under glass.
That would be an interesting robbery movie. Mm-hmm. Like someone needs to steal Lincoln's hat.
That's the next national treasure.
Yeah, it is.
I gotta steal Abe Lincoln's hat.
How do we make this work?
No, but where did you and your future wife meet?
In Springfield. She was a journalist, and I was doing a tour.
She's gorgeous.
Yes. Why? What are you looking at?
Well, I peeped on her earlier when we were prepping for the show.
Yeah.
Well,
and
because I
was
said you
like, oh my
outkicked your
goodness.
coverage. She's a gorgeous woman.
She is beautiful. Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Very,
I'll show you.
very wonderful woman, and she's great. She's fantastic.
People
yeah,
Magazine did a whole cover on your engagement.
Yeah, they did.
Dang.
Yeah.
Beautiful
It's a big thing.
What's your dog's name?
That's Rudy.
What's the black dog?
The black dog is Max.
That black dog looks exactly like New Dog.
I like Max
wow.
more than Rudy, just because. Well, Rudy's a beautiful dog. It's just not the brightest.
Is he a Labradoodle or
It's a cockadoodle.
Cockadoodle? Cockadoodle dude.
I don't know what it is.
I have that mixture at
It's a
home
dog.
Yeah.
too. I have a dog that I love, but is not. He's not the sharpest guy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it can
It's
be,
okay.
Yeah, it can be a problem sometimes.
Like we have a what do you call one of those invisible fences?
Yeah.
Because the dog will immediately escape and not come back for a while, which is really convenient. And the dog has the thing around its neck, and I'm not really like into doing that kind of thing, putting an invisible fence up, but it was kind of mandatory in this case, and the dog went right through it, didn't even notice, and I was like, God, that dog is not very bright.
Well, so they
He didn't feel anything.
It's an initial shock, right? So they
Yeah.
get the shock when they go to. But what if they get over the line? Are they still?
Getting shocked?
The other dog was like smart and jumped over the line. This one went right through it and probably didn't feel anything because I don't know where the brain is located in this dog. He was like shocked, like, oh, I just got shocked. Whatever.
Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye.
Dogs are so cute.
Yeah, they are. They're both very cute.
Well, reading up on your how you got engaged.
Yeah,
I mean, you got engaged at a Wilco concert.
that's true. Yes. I proposed to her. Jeff Tweedy, I made contact with him because we did a charity the previous year. Letters to Santa was the name of the charity, and we became DM friends, I guess, or texting friends. And I asked him, I said to Marie, I said, we're going to have a Wilco weekend in Chicago. So she didn't know I was going to propose, and I got in contact with Jeff Tweedy, and he gave me the lineup of songs, the song list, and I said, he said, does any of these songs work to propose to her to? And one of them was I'm the Man That Loves You, and that's when I proposed to her. So I took her down to the front of the stage.
Here's the Wilco. Felt like Wilco is one of those bands that kind of passed me by, and I can't catch up.
Like the entire band on a bus?
Yeah, I went
Just
bye.
passed you by?
Oh, bye. Here's my chance to get with Wilco. Gone. I guess I'll stay with Foo Fighters.
No,
I
they're
don't know.
great. I think they're on tour now, so they're somewhere around here, I think.
Yes.
No, that's one of those bands people travel for. Like
Yeah.
they will go,
They have a huge following.
So did he do it? Did he stop the show?
He did.
Stop the show. Paint the picture.
Stopped
for
the
me.
show, so it was all like kind of arranged, and which was so kind of them. And he said, Chris Kattan, everybody. And I waved, and then I
Place went
got on
nuts,
my
right?
knee, and I said, would you be my wife? And Maria said, yes. And then he said, what'd she say? And he said, because nobody knew what she said. It'd be very embarrassing if she said, no.
Did she have any idea? Did
and
she
then
have
he
any
made
idea?
you repeat it.
Yeah.
Right.
She said no, and he's like, tell everyone what she
everyone
said.
No.
No.
Did she have any idea?
I know
it was
just the
coming?
song for that no. She had no idea, I think. You know, she knew we picked out rings together, and but not specific rings. I didn't buy her a specific
Well, so then
ring. I had
she
it made
knew
for
an
her.
engagement was coming. Then, if you were out,
She had an idea, possibly, but she didn't know it was going to happen at the concert.
Sure.
That's awesome.
that's the new thing.
What?
It's
Doing-
going engagement ring shopping with.
I love that idea.
Well, it
with
gives
the
them
woman.
you give them a sense of what they would like, and then you say, "I'll take it from here."
Oh, you're getting what I give you.
What?
You're getting what I give you.
Yeah, a nice jade.
Yes. You like cubic
Great.
zirconia?
You like cubic zirconia? Watch out. It's $200.
Top of the line.
Yep.
Top of the line cubic zirconia. All right.
No. Don't show people.
Gorgeous.
Don't put it under the light.
Rizz still had the price tag on it when he opened it.
Oh, you could take it out, too. Look.
No, I thought the whole thing was you're trying to figure out what size, ring,
Well,
ring
that's
finger
the
she
thing.
is.
I didn't know, and you got to get that ready because you don't want to put it on a finger and it doesn't make
Doesn't
it.
fit.
Well, and who knows their ring size? Like, I didn't know my ring size, so I had to go with my husband and do the ring shopping. But I didn't even know what size my ring finger was.
Right.
So that's the main thing.
You didn't even know.
I didn't even know.
Right. Did it get thinner?
No, I mean, it fit
It's
perfectly.
the same size.
Yeah,
Well, that's very nice. Look
Thank
at
you
that.
so
That's
much.
beautiful, yeah.
I made like the okay sound. I'm like, I think it's this big.
that's what you did?
I don't know.
And
Did
it
you
fit
go ring
perfectly.
shopping with your wife?
No.
And she was like, what size is your finger?
No, I think I tricked her into like putting like a string around her finger.
Oh,
Oh, that's cute.
That's
Like you're in
a good
high
idea.
school.
Like a string around her finger and just going, like I went around my finger. I'm like, look how big my ring finger is or
Yeah.
whatever.
Right.
It's some
Good
stupid
move,
lie.
Rizz.
Some stupid lie.
That's
Lied.
like
I got a feeling you didn't trick her, man. I don't think that wasn't really street magic you were doing. She probably was like, "Oh, he's getting my ring size right now."
Yeah.
Or
So
he better be
clever.
getting my ring size because we've been together and living together for 7 years.
yeah, it's about time.
yeah,
about time.
That is about time.
It is about time.
Was she like, when's it happening? At some point, like
Yeah.
the
I was
fourth
getting, I was
year?
getting heat from the parents at that point.
Oh, the parents were pushing.
I was getting heat. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were in our,
Yeah.
20s.
They kept giving you like eyes, like staring at her finger, and then
Well,
staring
we had
at
moved
you.
here from New York. We had moved here from New York City. We were living in St. Louis by ourselves.
Right.
We'd been here for a while.
Yeah.
Like, is this
Is this what
It's
is
gonna
this?
Right, what is this?
He's
Yeah,
leaving
what
out
is this?
that the parents are Russian.
What has that got to do with that?
Yeah, Rafe, what does that have
Yeah.
to do with
We're in the
it?
middle of a.
The Russian temperament. They don't usually mince words.
This is not a political show.
No, they're great.
They're great
my
people.
my girlfriend's parents are Russian too.
Yeah.
So you could say
We have Russian. We both have Russian in-laws.
yeah, we have
Oh,
a
is that
Russian
right?
bond that way, yes.
They're very straightforward. Like
Yeah.
my first Russian Christmas, it was really weird for me to see people be so rude about gifts.
Yeah.
They would just be like, "What is this tie? Stupid. Take it back. I would never wear this." And I'm just like, it was just a thing, and I was like, "Wow, this is crazy to me,"
Yeah,
because you just
brutal.
pretend to like everything, and then they're just like, "What is this? This is a silly gift. You spend money on this? No." This is how they do it.
Yeah.
They keep it real.
Listen, I enjoy the brutal honesty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my Russian father-in-law, when we moved out here, he owned a salvage yard in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And I had to get a car from him. He gave
Yeah.
me a car. 1998 Honda Accord.
Beautiful.
Top of the line.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hunter Green. And he made a worker of his crush a car in front of me
Oh my God.
while he explained that his daughter will be back home in 3 months
Yeah.
and I better take care of her.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Showed him.
Yeah, you did.
20 years later. What?
Yeah. You grew the beard out.
Yep. Grew the beard out.
Right.
Grew the beard out.
Yeah.
And
I'm the man now, Michael.
That's right.
My
grew
hair's
the
not
beard
done
out and
anymore.
ran away.
I could say something in Russian.
Oh, do it.
Как вы поживаете?
Which means?
How are you?
I thought it's cocktail.
Ah,
Oh, sorry. Wait.
well, I
Wrong.
think you said something about a potato
Wait,
dish.
sorry. Oh, we're already playing the game?
Yep.
Spasiba.
Как вы поживаете means how's your family? I
Okay.
apologize.
There
How's
you
your
go.
family?
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel better.
I don't know if I could say it. Cock. Here, help me. Cock.
Как
Cock.
вы
Cockvi.
поживаете?
Bujavayati.
Поживаете.
Pushevayati.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a type of your dog, too.
Pushevayati.
Yeah. That's what you say to everyone before you say hello.
How's
Well, I
your
mean,
family?
Your engagement story, stopping at Wilco show, doing it there, being a big surprise. That's very romantic.
Yeah, I would think so.
Like, are you a romantic guy? Would you consider yourself?
I think so. Yeah. Yes, I am. I am with her for sure.
My engagement story is basically she's cooking dinner, and the ring was burning a hole in my pocket. I need a redo. I need a redo.
What year is it for your marriage right now?
We got married in 06.
So, was it 17?
Why are you asking us?
How did you?
I know, I'm trying to do the math.
You did. So it burned a hole in your pocket. So,
Like the ring was burnt. Like, I need to do this now.
right, but did you end up putting it on her finger
I did.
in front of what or
The
who?
stove.
The spaghetti.
Oh, the stove.
That's
is
hey, that's
beautiful.
that's her favorite place.
As long as it's a beautiful kitchen.
Was
Yeah, it was a nice apartment. I mean,
Okay.
Oh, it's
was it a
lovely. She'll always remember that oven.
yeah. And when people like yourself tell like a start to tell your story about getting engaged,
Sure.
I'm like, shh.
Yeah, you getting.
Right.
Let's not.
Yeah, you don't want it.
Let's not.
Well, you
rehash that.
Well, it's because you have an oven. I mean, that was your place.
That was your place.
Did you cue everyone to leave the room? Like, I need this kitchen alone.
There was nobody else there.
Oh, okay. Already good.
Nobody else there.
Wednesday.
It's just me and the oven and pots and
that's
pans.
good.
That's it.
Oh, that's nice.
That's so romantic.
No, I need to do a redo. And
You don't have to.
No,
No
I'm
one's
gonna.
pressuring you. Okay.
I feel like society is pressuring me.
What would you?
I really don't think that's happening. I think that's in your head if society's pressuring
There's a lot
you.
of things under my head.
I
Chris
think
Kattan.
Guar's coming to town. Maybe.
It's more important
Not
that
a Guar
Barbie's
show.
out. That's way more important.
That is more important.
Like, did you have other options that you were thinking, or did you just know that the Jeff Tweedy show is going to be?
Well, I had thoughts, other options. I mean, there's always the beach, but there's no beach here.
right.
There's a bathtub. That's nice.
That's not.
yeah.
Yeah. Give
Well,
us some
that's
ideas.
like oven talk.
yeah. Cannibal Corpse was coming to town.
Sure, yes, of course.
She loves Wilco and Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Army Hammer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it was pretty much like just made in the stars, as they say, or whatever. It just made sense, And the timing was right, and it was like, oh my God, Wilco's coming to Chicago. That's their hometown. Let's make it a Wilco weekend.
Right.
Spend the weekend in Chicago. She didn't know. Next day, we went to Second City, and I performed on stage there. And they're such a fun group, and
So
she loves
cool.
Second City. So
Sweet.
yeah,
Well, I'm glad everything's coming up Kattan.
everything when you Google,
Everything.
oh good.
Life is coming up Kattan.
Life is coming up Kattan.
Life is
like
coming
I'm
up
a
Kattan.
rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to play a game with you. And we do have people on hold,
Oh my.
ready to win some fabulous prizes. Okay, the game is called Porn Star or Weatherman.
Oh, yeah.
That's always been my favorite game.
Porn Star or Weatherman. So we got tickets to give away. We got tickets for my birthday show.
Sure.
My birthday show, which is coming up on August 18th. Urge Stepping Westward over at St. Louis Music Park. We got tickets for WWE SmackDown.
Oh, smack.
We have tickets for Manchester Orchestra with Jimmy Eat World and tickets to go see comedian Nate Bargatze back over at the Fox Theater in October.
What about my tickets for my show at Helium?
Yes, they can
this
win those
weekend?
tonight too. Tonight or
You
tomorrow.
don't have to add that. I'm just,
We could.
well, up to you.
We don't want to imply.
You offering?
I don't want. Hey, I
Yeah,
don't
no,
want to impose.
I don't know if I am. I thought you might.
No. I don't. Listen, I don't want to assume anything.
Don't
Yeah.
assume anything.
So here's the game.
Society
We have
is telling you.
37 tickets to Chris Kattan.
Yeah, tonight.
All right. So Rafe is going to read you the name of a showbiz personality,
Okay.
and Chris Kattan, you will tell us if this person is a porn star,
Yeah.
or a weatherman.
I just want to say I watch the weather way more.
Okay.
All right. So out of 20, we got 20 names.
Sure.
Out of 20, how many will Chris Kattan get right? And we have people on the phone who have guessed. We've got a couple 13s. We got an 8. We got a 12. We got a 14. And we got an 11.
Okay.
So here we go. Rafe, let's get into it. Chris Kattan, porn star or weatherman?
Well, we've already chosen. All right, here we go.
Oh my
Chris
God.
Kattan,
So nervous.
don't be.
Okay.
I'll be gentle.
Just
Let's play.
Let's not play this in front of an oven.
All right. Honey, you're going to remember this frigid air for the rest of your life. All right. Showbiz, I'm going to read you showbiz personality. Tell me if this person is a porn star or a weatherman. Let's
Okay.
begin. Brendan Miller.
Porn star.
Yes.
Correct.
On the board.
1 for 1.
On the
Saying
board.
I have no idea who that is, and I didn't see that porn.
Doesn't matter.
I'm just telling you.
Doing
that
great
was
so
my
far.
guess.
So far, so good.
Okay,
Next.
we're pumping this directly to your fiance right now.
No.
Here we go. Cheetah Craft.
Oh. Oh, it's a trick question.
Is it?
Maybe.
Cheetah Craft.
Oh boy, that sounds like a porn star, but I don't know. I'm gonna say weather.
Yeah.
2 for 2.
Thank
A
you.
weather woman out of Houston,
I
Texas.
thought it was a trick question because of the cheetah part.
Okay. Next.
Dick
Oh,
Goddard.
I think I say Dick Gazinia. Okay,
Dick Goddard.
Dick Goddard, weatherman.
Yeah. Weatherman from
Crushing.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Of course, I watch him all the time.
Yeah.
3 for
Dick
3.
I go to Cleveland just to watch this guy.
He's the best.
How's the weather? I get off a flight.
How's the weather,
watch
Dick?
him, get back on the flight.
Danny Daniels.
Porn.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Quick. She's pretty famous.
She is? How do you know?
Because the way you watch weather, I watch porn.
I know my
On airplanes.
Yes.
They have so
On
many
airplanes,
porns.
on my iPad.
First class porn. Economy is weather.
Jillian Jensen.
Porn.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
You're 5 for 5, brother.
Killing it.
What do I win?
Killing it. You won tickets to go see Chris Kattan.
Okay. Surreal.
Josh Judge.
Porn.
First miss.
Have to stop sometime.
First miss.
Weatherman
Man,
was
you had a good run.
Manchester, New Hampshire.
All right, here we go.
I've never flown there to watch weather.
That's the problem.
You have to, man. It's really
Damn.
good.
Dylan Vox.
Porn.
Yes.
Very good.
Finally back on track.
I love how decisive you are with some of these. That's the way to do it. Your gut reaction is almost always right. Clayton Brow.
Weather.
Correct?
Yes.
Outstanding.
You're killing it.
Salt Lake City.
What? Of course.
And here we go. Who could forget? Lee Ringer.
Oy. Weather.
Yes. Weather
Crushing
from where? Weather from
Because
where?
you gave it a ringer, as if I'm supposed to say porn.
Lee Ringer, weather from where?
Oh, Tacoma.
Yes.
I'm wrong. There's no way that's possible.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
That's what I
Same
meant to
difference.
say.
It's the Tacoma of the
Yes,
South.
it's the Tacoma
of the
of
South.
North Carolina.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Billy Brent.
Porn.
Yep.
Dang right. Oh yeah.
He's a good friend.
Yeah. Dan Zero.
Weatherman.
Yes.
Ooh, the best.
Why would a
killing
porn
this game.
star say, I'm a zero?
Yeah.
Right?
Small.
Brian Goddard.
Weather.
Yes.
Man,
Milwaukee.
you are
This is
destroying this game, dude.
incredible.
This is amazing.
How many has he gotten right so far?
He's got 11.
All
11 out
but
of
one.
12. 11 out of 12.
11 out of 12. Kyle Mason.
Porn.
Yes.
Jeez. This is almost embarrassing that I'm winning.
Dude,
Marcus-
You're so good at this game.
Yep.
You're killing
It's
it.
weird.
Marcus Dupree.
Weather. Oh, no. I
Man.
Yeah.
Had to end sometime. Brad Newman.
didn't. Porn.
Yes.
Most normal name in porn, Brad Newman.
Brad, of course.
Paul's
Brad,
brother.
I thought it was Bradley, but never mind.
Bradley
Right.
Newman. That's Randy Newman's brother.
The Newman brothers.
One got into music, the other got into porn.
Oh,
Chet Lehman.
weather.
Yes.
Chet.
That just sounds like Weatherman.
Chet Lehman
Chet
from
Lehman.
from Bozeman,
With the weather.
Montana.
Yeah, it's Chet Lehman. And now Chet Lehman.
Here's Chet with the weather.
Here's Brad Newman with the porn.
Dylan Snow.
Oh, boy. It would be, geez. Porn?
Yes.
Destroying this game, dude.
Because they'd make snow jokes if it was a weatherman, probably.
Right.
All the time, he'd be sick of it.
Well, remember there was a weather guy, Storm Field.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right.
Very famous.
From where?
From New York, I believe.
Oh, jeez, that's embarrassing. I should know that.
Oh, you got 3 more to go. 3 more to go.
Three
What's
to
he sitting
go.
at? What's he
We're
sitting
at
at?
15.
This is
15
long.
out of 17.
This is
Damn.
Exhausting.
Ryan Munn.
Porn. Dang it.
Jake Adams.
Porn.
Yes.
That's right.
All right, last one. Let's assess where we're at here.
We're at 16.
16.
Why are there so many questions?
16.
Oh my God.
There's only 20.
Oh,
Get the
that's
drop.
a lot.
You're 16 for 19 right
Okay.
We've already got winners.
good.
A winner. Congratulations, David from Bethalto.
Wow, Dave
He
got
picked
it.
14.
now. Dave bet high on you, and Dave, it paid off.
But this is for all the marbles.
This is
Right
for
here.
everything.
All
This
the-
is
all the
bragging
marbles.
rights. Tom Skilling.
Tom Skilling.
Weather.
Killing it.
Yes.
Wow.
That's the best we've ever
That has to be the best score anyone's ever gotten
on
on
any of our games.
Wow.
17 for 20.
I feel so good about myself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nobody's ever done that.
Nobody's
What?
ever. You have
One?
set the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
We've
I don't
had
think
so
we've
many
ever-
Do I get
comedians.
anything?
You got another certificate. Get him the
What do you
certificate.
I don't want
Okay,
one of
I'll
those.
bring another.
It's just it's literally a copy of a
Get him the
dentist.
porn star weatherman championship certificate. That's
right.
Congratulations.
Quickly, somebody draw one with a guy doing porn.
We knew you.
And the other side says weather.
We knew you'd do great at this game.
You just knew.
By the way, you are responsible for one of my most favorite TV moments of all time.
No. Does it have to do with the weather?
It has nothing to do with the weather.
Okay.
It has something to do with Vanilla Ice.
Oh, yes. Right.
Does anybody know the story?
No, I don't. Tell me.
Okay, so back in and stop me if I'm wrong, Chris Kattan.
I'll stop you.
Okay, so back in 1999, there was a program. It was like a special on MTV where they were retiring music videos.
Okay.
I guess based on viewer votes, whatever got the most votes, they would never play on MTV the video ever again.
We actually would destroy the master copy.
Yes, that's right.
That's crazy. Because that would be gold now, actually.
Yeah.
The original copy. We destroyed it.
So do you, and you were obviously there, but do you remember who was on the panel?
It was a good panel.
It was a great panel.
Who was on it?
Who to reveal?
Yeah. Who was on the panel?
Janine Garofalo, Dennis Leary, and am I forgetting the other guy?
John Stewart.
John Stewart.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Wow.
So it was Chris Kattan, John Stewart, Janine Garofalo, and Dennis Leary.
And we were there watching the videos, and we were commenting on them. One of them was a Journey video, and it was such a bad video. They were like in an alleyway with their fists, fists of passion, telling the camera how passionate their words are.
What video was
Separate
that?
Ways?
Separate Ways, that's
Yeah.
it.
Separate ways. It was it was such a bad video. Like they shot it in 10 minutes or something. It was the same angle, crotch on up.
Yeah.
It was just like we're passionate.
Well, and just remember, back in 1999, MTV was still playing.
Yeah.
They were still playing music videos. So taking a video off the channel forever was a pretty big deal.
Huge deal, yeah.
They had Don Johnson's Heartbreak. Remember that?
yeah.
Heartbreak, heartbreak. Listen to your heartbreak. Whoa.
Whoa.
I want to
That's
hear
Don
that.
Johnson for you.
I forgot Don Johnson even had a music
Yeah,
video.
no, I think the video was him running. Just running. He's just running.
yes. As Don Johnson would do.
Because he had a heartbreak. My heart broke. I got to run.
Yeah.
Run it out.
So 50,000 MTV viewers, deemed, voted for the most offensively bad song. So the top 10, was Journey, it was Don Johnson. One of the videos was Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And they had Vanilla Ice come onto the set.
Yeah. And this is like one of the biggest MTV moments, apparently.
Yeah. And Vanilla Ice went nuts.
Yeah, he got mad.
He got mad.
Did he not know?
He got a bat.
What?
First, he had a hammer.
Oh, is that right?
I'm gonna play a little audio from it.
Sure.
This is back
I mean,
from,
we got scared.
Oh my God! Yeah.
We were like, what's happening?
See if you can, Scott. See if you can pull it up. Just Google.
He is a good person. but
Vanilla
he
Ice goes crazy. And you're sitting on the couch. You're holding the master tape, and Vanilla Ice runs up to you with a baseball bat, as if he's gonna hit while you're holding the tape. And you're screaming, "No, Vanilla!
No vanilla. That's what I scream at a Starbucks.
No, Vanilla!" Here, I'm gonna see if we get the audio up here.
I scream at a Starbucks.
See if you could pull the audio from the show
Oh my
off.
God, you have it. No, I'm hiding.
I'll play it from here.
behind the
Scott.
tape.
You got it? Here, audio from the show.
Nope.
Look, John Stewart's such a nice
Ready
guy.
to get rid of this. And it's funny you give me a hammer.
Oh, because I'm MC. What do I like MC? Excellent.
Watch a little bit first.
So Vanilla Ice is holding a hammer.
You, and then you can destroy yourself.
He's gonna destroy the tape, and he just goes crazy.
What is he saying here?
This isn't really the way the show's supposed to go, but hey, let's just watch it again.
So they play the video and then they comment on the video.
Take care of business. My turn to destroy it, and I'm gonna need something more than this.
Okay, do you have a bat?
I need this
You want
bat,
goggles?
And
You gotta
I
take
don't
it out
need
of
any
the thing.
goggles, and to show you that I'm out with the old and in with the new. I'd rather people focus on hard to
out.
swallow, plug.
If this helps you, you can put Debbie
This
Gibson's
is from
label.
I
1999.
need that.
Okay.
Vanilla Ice is going to destroy his own
Is
video.
this
He's got a
show-
bat now.
Yeah, this is just. I'm gonna give you a little taste of what we do on
Should we
stage
back up?
nowadays with the.
Are you
new
going to throw
record.
that up in the air and hit it?
No, I'm not gonna do nothing.
One of the greatest MTV moments of all time.
That's not a...
And now he's going crazy.
An idea what I'm talking about.
And he's hitting the mannequin in the background.
Sorry, John. Hi, Debbie.
He's breaking the setup.
For everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry about the set there, guys.
Well, the tape's fine.
And now Chris is holding the broken tape.
Hold it up.
No vanilla.
Hold it there.
Oh my gosh.
He's hitting like the mannequins and the set. The whole set is being
He almost hit.
destroyed.
He almost hits you.
I think you're getting a feeling now of how important this was.
Yeah, what are the, I mean, he went nuts.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we were like, it felt like somebody broke into our house and ruined the party.
Yeah.
What a wild moment.
Oh, I've
Well-
never seen this.
Oh, you haven't?
That is terrifying.
Yeah, I've never seen it either. That's
Oh yeah, see if you
crazy.
can put this on the socials.
Okay.
too.
Like everybody's holding themselves like we're scared.
Well, I think Jon Stewart
Look,
actually.
I'm scared. Look, I'm hiding behind Dennis Leary.
That's a good guy. to
Jon
hide
Stewart
behind.
actually cut it like he was
He was cut.
He went
Janine
nuts.
was like, I think my hand is bleeding.
Jon Stewart, his hand was bleeding.
Oh, John Stewart's hand was
Yeah.
bleeding. Yeah.
Wow.
Poor John. He's brilliant.
Yeah, they stopped. They stopped the show and like cleaned up.
Yeah, look at the crew. The crew came out.
The crew's
going
out, like, what
are
the
you
hell-
doing?
what the
You
hell
can't
happened?"
do that.
Was he just trying to be funny?
I don't know.
Yeah, this feels like a. I mean, that was like comedy Mount Rushmore, by the way. The four people up there, and this feels like a classic case of like when a non-comedian gets in a comedic atmosphere and is like, I'm going to try to be funny,
Right.
And they swing
Yeah.
and take literal, no pun intended, swing and a miss.
Sure. Well, he had some aggression and he took it out in that room.
Yeah, now he's selling real estate. By the way, like
You're
he's
in
like,
the worst
right.
position.
I've
by
met
the
him.
way.
He's a very nice
he's
guy.
killing it in like flipping houses.
Yeah, he does that. Yeah, he was in a Sandler movie too. He was in I don't know which one, but he was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Wedding Singer. No, wait, that's Billy Idol.
That is.
It was-
Met
it
him
was
in the
a-
airport a couple times. He flies commercial
Yeah,
often. I met him in the airport twice, and he's been cool both times.
he's a nice guy. Very nice guy.
I was in love with him in the 90s, man. Every guy
really?
that had their brows shaved like Vanilla Ice with like the hair. I mean,
yeah.
that was just it.
Yeah, you love that.
I loved it. Yeah.
Do you still love those eyebrows?
I think I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did he have like the
It was like
like
a-
the slashes?
yeah,
slashes. Oh, yeah.
the slashes in his
That was
eyebrows.
Yeah.
Sweet.
God, I should do
Bring
that
that
again.
back.
Okay.
Men
Go
listening.
Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Tonight before your show at
yeah,
Helium.
tonight.
I might.
Helium
Yeah,
Comedy
I'll
Club.
do it for Oppenheimer.
See Chris Kattan tonight, 7 and 9:30, and then tomorrow 6 and 8:30 over at Helium Comedy Club. Are you doing a YouTube thing with your lady?
Yeah, I might start one. I mean, there is one out there, but I will again.
Yeah, do it.
I thought I read you were doing like a YouTube.
Yeah, it was called Hey Catan, but we're gonna probably do another one.
another run of those.
None of the run of those, but we might do another one of our own.
Oh, awesome.
Most likely. She's great. She writes scripts, and so we wrote a script together. And but everything's on strike, so we're on hold
Right.
regarding that. But yeah, no, it was great. I have a I'm in the new Sandler animated cartoon movie coming up
That's
called Leo.
great.
Playing an alligator.
Awesome. Playing it out. Hey.
That's great, man.
Did you get to pick the alligator?
I did not choose that. I was given that because it's Sandler. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not going to go. No, I don't want to
No,
play
but did
this.
he like write it for you? Like he was. Like,
I
he
think
would
so.
be an
Robert
alligator?
Smigel is a terrific writer. Wrote the movie, and he was like, "Would you like to play the alligator?"
That's a great casting.
Yeah, and you know he puts everybody in those
Yeah.
big animated films.
He didn't go pick an animal. Go ahead. I'll take an alligator.
Yeah. I don't know how it works.
Actually, it's a cool role. So
When does that come out?
I think it's November. Yeah, it's like the
a
next
holiday
Hotel
movie.
Transylvania
Oh, awesome.
runs kind of thing. You know, I'm sure there'll be a franchise of those.
Awesome. Well,
Kind of thing.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the engagement.
Thank you.
You look like you're feeling better from the last time you were here.
Yeah, I do. I think. I thank you for saying that.
You look healthy.
Yeah.
You look
Yeah.
happy.
I am. I'm happy and healthy.
And next time you come in, you will get a fourth-timer's certificate.
Oh my God! I wonder what it'll look
Hey,
like.
and by the way, 5 times you get that jacket. See the jacket hanging there?
Yeah. I get that?
That will be yours.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, there's only 2 people that have 5-timers jackets. Nikki Glazer and Ben Bailey.
Oh, sounds like a porn star. And the other one sounds like a weather woman.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Chris Kattan. See him at Helium Comedy Club this weekend. Thanks, dude. And
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
I had a
come in.
blast.
And maybe we'll run into you at the Lincoln Museum.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
go.
we'll steal that hat.
Like, look, is that Chris Kattan looking at Lincoln's hat?
Did you know that Lincoln had the same eyebrow cut as Vanilla Ice?
I didn't know that. No, it's crazy.
I knew
Fun
it.
fact. Didn't read that in the history book. All right, 9:33.
Stop, Collaborate, and Listen was the original Gettysburg Address, first
Didn't
draft.
know that.
Stop collaborating, listen.
Traffic and weather, Lern coming at you.
It's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Still tons of racing in 2023. IndyCar returns August 26th and 27th. Get your tickets at www.raceway.com. Nothing to report on the roadways right now. Your weather will get up to 80 degrees. It'll be cloudy, 63 overnight, and right now 75 at 9:33. Your point weather is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, that is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. I thank you all for tuning in. Had a great week of shows. We'll see you next week. Monday, I believe, Moon's back, the whole team back together.
Right on.
All right, King Scott, today's podcast is titled...
Today's podcast is titled Chris Kattan's a Dill Pickle Aficionado.
All right, there you
I
go.
like it.
Chris Kattan is a dill pickle aficionado. I'll learn today's Pappy's Recappy.
And by the way, Pappy's Smokehouse celebrating 15 years, locally owned, world-famous 2 locations, including Highway 70 and Mid-Rivers Mall Drive in St. Peters. It was National Junk Food today, so we went around the table and talked about our favorite snacks. We crowned the Freak of the Week, which was the final one of the year. Next week, the championship will begin.
Into the playoffs.
Friday, fail stories happened. Rafe's E-memorium. We talked Barbieheimer. Chris Kattan hung out. We played Porn Star or Weatherman. So follow us on all the socials at Rizz Show. Subscribe to our podcast. And if you want to watch the show, it is now replayable on YouTube.
How about that?
That's
CRA.
great.
Lovely faces whenever you want.
And
On
Chris
demand,
Kattan.
guys. And
Yep.
Chris Kattan. All right, Rafe, anything else?
Yes, quick. Follow me on socials. I am Rafe Wiliams. Also, didn't get to it this week. I got a ton of emails on July 11th before I left for Nashville. I talked about my sobriety. I got a ton of really great messages and emails, and some people asking to have a conversation and a dialogue about it. I did not forget about you. I'm going to be answering all those this weekend. I was super busy throughout the week on 14-hour shoot days. I didn't want you to feel like I wasn't listening or you got ignored. If I haven't gotten back to you yet, be patient. I will get back to you, and I
Very
appreciate
sweet.
all the kind messages and words.
Thank you, Rafe. King Scott.
Yeah, follow me at King Scott Rules. And don't forget, if you live in Boston or Jersey, I think, go see Moon. He's with Goldfinger this week, and that's huge.
Heck
Huge,
yeah.
huge, huge. So go see
Big
him.
shows.
Yeah.
Learn.
Speaking of shows, August 12th, just booked a show with my band Lane Narrows at Humphreys downtown. Really exciting. It's going to be here in 2 weeks, so please come out.
2. All right, we leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz member of the day, which is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Cape Girardeau, Tammy Alvin is our Team Rizz member of the day. And Tammy wants to hear this song, and here it is, and we'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Hey, this is Kevin Nealon, and you are listening to The Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Rizz! The Rizzuto Show.
It's Rizz, it's Jeff Burton backstage at Wayback Point Fest with Vaden and Donnie from the Toadies. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
How you doing? Hello, how you doing?
See, this is not that bad. I mean, you guys are from Texas, so this swampiness is all right.
Yes. Oh yeah, we need just fine sweaters. This is sweater weather.
This is old hat for you guys. So.
He took off a cardigan right before we started rolling, actually.
I took off my shirt. That's my sweater.
So you guys were spinning some yarns before we just went on the air here. I mean, you realize the point is what, over 25 years old?
Yeah, 25.
Do you remember
yeah.
coming to St.